You've got several stamps in the mix there. They are beautifully detailed. Then we've got this wonderful butterfly in the mix, and I know that Joe's going to be playing with the butterfly, and that's your Flutterby, Flutterby, I say. And then we have, also have our checks little stamp in the mix too. So all of that for $33.47, and just showing you some examples of what you could be achieving. And when we talk about mixed media, and this is where, and I know there are groups on Facebook full of All and Create fans, so I can only imagine what they've been posting here. But it really is, I think, a great example of what makes All and Create such a fabulous brand, because and it's just something that grows and grows and grows. So you've got lots of strong imagery, lavish in detail. So that is your one-day special, saving £5, $33.47 your price there, 277238 your item number. Now we've got more stamps for you. This is another iconic stamp when we've brought it to you in the past, exceptionally popular. So this is your Floral Wings, $24.99. Beautifully detailed. I mean, it looks good here. I'm going to turn the stamp around in a moment, and when I love it, look at, you've got crackle in there, you've got detail. Okay, here's the thing. If I turn this around, look at that. That is a monster stamp set coming through. But my goodness, Joe, this is special.
Oh, this is really, really special. And I just think it's, for that price, the size of these stamps is just unbelievable. Now, I'm going to just, excuse me one second,
Go for it.
because we have this most, well, it's stunning, isn't it?
So
it's
I
just
remember when this was first brought.
It doesn't seem that long ago since actually this was launched, and to be coming out at that price is fantastic. So you can see there, of course, what you can do is you can actually use it. So you've got, in effect, you've got 3 different stamps in its entirety, but of course you can double up
So
by doing mirror images.
Think about what I know. This was a stamp. It was for the birthday event. I remember working with Abs, and he brought us this beautiful stamp. So yes, you can put wings there, but equally think about what other stamps you have, turning striking images into beautiful winged wing characters.
That's right. You could put a floral through the middle of that and just bring the whole thing out. It really is.
Can do a lot with it.
Amazing set.
$24.99 is your price there. You're getting 4 stamps in total. Your item number is 567479. So look, All and Create, really well known for the stamps, but also stencils as well. And this is another aspect that we've seen over the last few years just explode. Look at the savings that you're getting here. Now, $9.99, you're getting both of these stencils. I mean, that is incredible. Let me just show you the size. That is the size of the larger stencil. The amount of detail that you are getting in there. Then, I mean, look at this. So you've got so much detail going in. We can pick out the flower if you want as well, or you can use it as a whole. Then you've got the smaller stencil in the mix. It's just perfect backgrounds. I know Joe's going to be playing with some jelly plates this hour as well. $9.99 for both. Incredible. So if you haven't got this in your stash, if you're an All and Create fan, I think this is well worth your consideration. 935577, your item number. Another great price. So what you're going to find, actually, most things we're going to show you have a really nice discount on them. Well, I say nice discount. Whoo, £10. Hello. What? Okay, this is a bestseller stencil. I've done shows in the past, and I will just show you here. It might show up well on my top. I don't know. Will that show well up? There we go. It does. So you can see, it's such a great detailed stencil, really nice size to the stencil as well. That is a thing of beauty. But then when you're getting the 2 stamps in the mix as well, come on, for $14.97, that works out £5 per element. Well, a couple of pennies under £5 per element. So you've got your background stamps in the mix too. That is that really is a phenomenal price. Look, it's
quite incredible, actually.
When we were doing our prep, I knew there were savings on everything, but I didn't realise it. £10 saving, huge. 217711, your item number there. I like that a lot, and I'll be honest, if I was at home, that would be falling into my basket. Right, we got more. Take it here. So another great bundle. $9.99 for 3 all-in-crate stencils. And these aren't what we're bringing you today, and what's surprising me, the savings, but also on stencils that have been best sellers. We brought these before. This one in particular, we're just over, what was we looking at? We're looking at the wrong one. Let me just show you. We'll show you that again. That's coming up. That was a little tease. Look, you've got the cogs in there. So we've got all of those cogs coming through. Now you create some backgrounds there. Think about steampunk going industrial. Equally, you've got, that is a really nice stencil. Love that radiation of detail coming out. And then finally, you've got the log effects in the mix too. $9.99 for all 3 sets. 394556 item number. I love working with producer Charlotte because she knows my catchphrase. I've got 4 words for you. Get in my basket. It's not as good as Leonie's my favourite, but it's all I could come up with. Okay, let's move on. We've got more for you. Another great trio of stencils in there. Again, I mean, £8 saving. I want to draw your attention this way when we first had that little peek at what was coming up. Now, this one here is a bestseller. I mean, I know I'm saying this a lot, and they all really are genuinely bestsellers. But I remember when Abs first brought this out, I think it was, in the past, the best-selling stencil he'd ever bought. So if that's missing from your collection, you've also got a great background. So just to give them their proper names, you've got your quadrilaterals. I regret even trying to give them their proper names. Your Enchanted Garden and your Lots of Dots. 070024, your item number there. And then finally, we have another trio. Now, you've seen this stencil earlier on, so don't double up, but just making you aware that we have got that in a previous bundle. But then you're also getting, I love this one, the circles and the mosaic. So 2 mosaics, and maybe this is the trio you want, just to draw your attention to. Let me turn that around. So we have got that in a previous bundle, okay? £9.99 your price, £7.98 your price, 363472 item number. If you like the savings though, and if you've got a crafty friend, this is what I would be doing. If you have your eye on both sets, which include this stencil, you could buy both sets and just give one to your crafty friend as a present. I guarantee any crafty friend, if they're a fan of All and Create, or if not, they will soon be fans of All and Create if you give that as a gift. Okay, now we've got some washi tape for you. I'm so surprised we've still actually got this in stock. I was watching yesterday and I was sure it was going to go. Look at this, $24.83, but the washi tape is so cool. I just haven't seen washi tape like this before. 70% of the stock has gone of your washi tape. $24.83 your price. You're getting 7 washi tapes, assorted designs and sizes. 137809 your item number. Just one last thing to show you before we head to Joe. We've got a stamp set for you. Now we have got a lot to discover on our website, so do feel free to have a look on our website. Okay, this sold out last night. A couple bounced back. And I do mean a couple, 2. So it's going to be fastest fingers first there. $9.99 your price, and you're getting this fantastic honeybee stamp. Very popular yesterday. 241896 your item number. Joe, what we're going to be doing?
Right, okay, so we're going to play. Okay, this is a play hour, and we're going to be playing with the stencils, going to a little bit of stamping. So if anyone's got any questions, make them easy ones, I've got to say. To have a little look at any of the stencils that we've got on the counter. I think I've got most of them in front of me. Please email in and say, can you just show me this one?
You got that one?
I have got that one, yes.
Okay.
Please do email in and say, could you just show me that one? And I will be more than happy to show you, because I think sometimes I think having a little play and showing you exactly what some of the stencils are capable of is, you know, is worth its weight in gold.
We did have a little email
lovely, yes.
Asking if at some point this hour we could see this one.
Yes, without doubt.
And that's from a young man called Yanis Morgan. There we go. So, I just love I'd love to see that one.
I'm fond of that young man called Yanis Morgan.
God bless you.
So, you know, there we go. Now, I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to show you this. Now, if you did tune in last night, you will know I mentioned to you that I am very late to the jelly plate party. Okay, so I've only just started playing. I only have a little one like this, so it's 6 by 6, but I will grow to get a bigger one. Now, I'm leaning on my my largest of pink big journals because A, it stops the mess going everywhere, but also, of course, we can use this for another day. So what we're going to do is we're just going to have a little bit of a plate. Now, I would actually, for this particular idea, well, not idea, but technique, I would have used my gesso, but for some reason, I don't know why, I think I may have packed it in the car from yesterday after my 13 art show. Okay. So I'm using my acrylic white, my That's Crafty one, which is going to do exactly the same job. And of course, being I've got a little jelly plate, I've got a little brayer as well. I know, I do have a bigger brayer, but you know what, this does the job, so that's fine by me. So what I'm doing is I'm just brayering on a layer of the white acrylic. Then I'm going to put my Flutterby butterfly. Now what we can do is once we've done this one, we can have a little go with that one, similar technique, so just show you. Obviously the bigger butterfly is a lot bigger than my little tiny plate. And if my friend Caroline's watching, she's laughing at me now because we had a little busman's holiday on Bank Holiday Monday playing with jelly plates, ended up with the biggest pile of prints you ever did see. Honestly, we could have wallpapered her house in the end of it. But when I brought my jelly plate out, she went, "How big?" And I went, "It's fine. I'm just starting out."
Well, there you go.
Yeah, so
it's a nice size to start with.
It's very good, actually. It's a doable one, and it's not too scary. So I've placed my butterfly down. This is a piece of scrap. I was playing around with it, so I want to just firm my actual butterfly down. I'm not doing a print as such with it. All I want to do is just firm my butterfly down, and then I'm going to actually use my one of my sprays. So of course you'll have all these, I'm sure, lots of them in your crafty stashes. Of course,
you know what I love about the jelly plates is the more you use them, the better they get.
Yes, absolutely. It is.
You don't want them to look pristine. Don't clean them. No. Because the older you just keep on pulling more layers away. Yeah,
that's right. And the more that you pull off, it basically cleans itself, doesn't it? So it's just great fun. It's a little bit when I started stamping many moons ago, I have to say. It was like, oh my goodness me, what can I do with this? Buy one stamp and see how many things you can do with it. I do think especially the Bipasha stamp on the one-day special, I would love to just play, see how many different things we could actually do with it, and you know, and just play with it. And there we go. That is just one little idea. That's just using the background. It's pretty, isn't it?
And do you know what you've done there is so achievable for anyone. If you're just starting off, you can do, I really mean that, you can do what you've just seen. Obviously more experienced crafters, then you can take it to that next level.
Yeah, absolutely. But I can honestly say to you that it's so fresh to me. Anybody can do that. So the reason why I actually used the white in the background was, and I picked this up actually from a tutorial from a lovely lady, I can't remember the name, from America. And basically what she was saying was, when you put your sprays directly onto your jelly plate, it can bead, can't it, a little bit? And sometimes it can bead too much, so you're not actually getting that lovely background that you're actually trying to achieve. So if you actually lay down a coat of gesso or some of the white acrylic paint, it actually it gives you that little bit of a grab rather than so it's I've picked so many little tips up, it's quite incredible. Now I'm going to lift this and then of course what we're going to get is, not only if I put, I can't do that one at the minute, I'm going to just leave that there for a second. I'm going to just pop this one onto here. The biggest tip that I found by my very little amount of playing that I have done so far is have lots of pieces of card next to you, have lots of scrap paper as well to actually take off all your prints that you can then use as backgrounds. I'm sure you've heard so many demonstrators telling you this, but I'm new to it, so come on, just bear with me and listen. There we go. So we've got another lovely print from there, and of course that is enabling us then to actually have this lovely white background. We can then watercolour onto it. We can just leave it as it is. We can stamp into this and really just, or even we can take that. In fact, what I'll do is let me just move this out.
Jo,
yes.
could we? It's going to changing around slightly.
No, that's fine. Go
for
on.
this hour. I was just thinking. You said you wanted to play with the stencils.
Yes.
We're busy for all the stencils on the show at the moment, and at the prices I'm absolutely not surprised, because if I was sat at home, trust me, I'd have my own a lot of these bundles myself. So how about this hour? I'm not saying stop your demo now, but should we start playing with the stencils? Should we have a play with some of the stencils?
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. So any of those that's on the actual counter there?
Well,
I'll anyone in particular?
I'll let Charlotte, our producer, pick. What would you like us to play with, Charlotte? I was just trying to be a gentleman and ask, so should I pick? They're all okay. I'll tell you what. Can we have a look at this one? The one.
Right, which one's that? Yes, absolutely.
I'm being selfish here.
No problem. No,
because
you are
I
not.
want to go for this bundle.
No, that's absolutely fine.
But can we just, everyone at home, can we make a little deal? You're not allowed to sell this out. Do not buy it all.
I'll do it now.
Leave one for me to order at the end of the hour, okay? Know what's going to happen.
So basically,
no
what I'm going to do
on
is, I'll do something on obviously on the jelly plate in a second.
Okay.
This is far obviously bigger than what my little tiny jelly plate will cope with, but that's not to say we can't do something with it. But what we'll do in the first instance, really, really quickly, I'll just grab this box of sprays, the random colours. I'm going to put it on top of what I've done already, because I think it's quite. It's quite a nice background.
Frame,
That's right. And I just want to give you just a little bit of an idea of what we can do. Simplicity. We're going to go with simplicity. A little bit of, that was saffron, and we'll go a little bit of orange, because I think it does really lend itself to that. And then what we'll do is, if we just grab this pad here, all right, we'll just lift this, just try and be... There we go. Now, look at this.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Now, that is, you saw, so simple.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that to naturally dry because, no, actually, no, sorry, I won't. I'll just give it a quick blast because, oh, well, no, I won't because it's not plugged in, but that's not a problem.
Okay, we'll sort that out.
I'll leave it because I tell you what I like. I like the fact that these have actually... beaded here, and I like that extra little bit of intense colour there. Now, where I went in with the aqua, obviously, because I've put the yellow on, it's turned that beautiful limey sort of emeraldy green, which I really like.
You can, if you want to give it a bit of a heat blast, I think we fixed it.
Oh, lovely. Thank you, Shana. Bless you. She's young. She can get onto the floor with no problem.
You've heard the stories as well. Okay, so I was saying you're a gymnast. Okay, now I'll make it worse. Now, I'm just going to say with that bundle, over 30% of the stock has gone, just showing you here. So if you do want to get hold of that, $14.97. Okay, this is a little bit worrying though, because we made a pact at home. And what? Everyone at home, I thought we were in this together. I thought you were going to leave me one at least. Okay. So you can see there, they're very, very busy for that one. Look, you are getting the stencil, then you're getting both stamps for $14.97. If you are a fan of All and Create, you're building your stash. Oh, come on, that's got to fall into your basket.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
Okay.
Now, I'll just pass you this now. Last night, what we did was we actually played with the hot air balloon. And that stamp, one of the stamps out of this set, if you can see around the edge of the hot air balloon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. No, that's actually the washi tape, but that is one of those stamps.
Oh, yes, it is.
I think they are a terrific little worker stamp. Okay, so just by literally, I took it in my hands and I just went around. In fact, I've got it here, Yanis. Would you like me to very quickly just show you what I'm talking about?
Yeah, go for it.
I know we're talking stencils at the moment, but it is in the same bundle, and I do think in its entirety, it's a terrific little set.
Yeah.
And I think that putting those two stamps within that bundle is actually a really clever idea. I'm just going to show you what I did so you can see that's the stamp. I left it on one piece of the acetate, and all I've done is I've just literally inked it up and then popped it on the edge there. And look how bold.
Now that makes a great border,
bold,
and really,
it?
really easy to extend as well.
Absolutely to extend. So we'll just ink that back up, and I'll just show you how we just extend that, no problem. So by having it on the acetate, obviously you can see where you're going, just on that edge there. So it's a lovely repetitive pattern that we can keep going with. There we go.
Have you got the other stamp as well,
I
Jo, out of interest?
do believe I have excuse my back.
Okay. While Jo's searching for that, I'll just tell you. So we're looking at both of these stamps here. You're looking at both of these. That's the one. Yeah, there we go.
Okie dokie, we can show you this one as well. Very similar idea we can do this with, but of course it does create a really interesting background as well. So what we can do with this is, I haven't played with this as you can see. So this is a really lovely one. Let me just move my book slightly out the way. Exactly the same idea, but obviously a slightly different pattern.
Yeah.
There we go. We can use that.
Great background stamps, but also using them for borders.
Excellent.
Do you know what I would be doing with this one as well?
Right.
What about a gold emboss?
That would be
That'd look
terrific.
nice, wouldn't it?
I do think it's quite Greek actually.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a Greek feel to it.
A bit of a Greek feel to it. There you go.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you've got that. It's lovely. And again, we can extend that no problem at all. So what you're getting in that bundle is you're getting that amazing stencil. And of course we can do, again, we can just continue with that because you can see straight through, no problem at all. There we go. So there we are.
Oh.
So that creates that perfect.
We've got to have a chat.
Perfect border.
Now, what happened to our deal that no one was going to buy this? We're approaching 40% of the stock already on this bundle. I knew it was going to be popular. We'll see if it hangs on for the hour. I don't know. $14.97 is your price, saving £10. 217-711, your item number there. Right, Jo, should we try a different one?
Yes, please.
What about the trios? I love the set. I'll be honest. What I'd be doing these hours, taking advantage of the biggest savings. So if you are a fan of All and Create, if you see a stencil that you haven't got and you're thinking, well, why not take advantage of the prices? What about, you know, the mosaic? No, actually the dotty. Should we have a look at the dotty? The lots of dots, sorry.
The lots of dots?
The only reason I say that is because I know that it was an incredibly popular stencil. So if you're missing this from your stash, it's a good one to have. Right,
okay, so what we can do with this one is, it's a really... it's totally, it's what I think personally, one of the most versatile sets that Abs has done so far. But also, of course, he's brought out more with the hexagons and the squares, hasn't he? So he has extended that quite considerably. Let me just get one of my inks. I think this one will do. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm just going to go on to here. And just bringing in, I've just grabbed, it's Twisted Citron. It's one of the Distress Oxides. You'll see that I'm just twisting it when I'm actually putting it on. Thank you, Caroline, for that, because I was putting it on, and of course I was cutting lines, which gave me a really nice finish, but not the one that I was looking for. Right, so then what we can do is, if we put this on the top, okay, and just press that in, and then if we take our brayer and take a different, completely different colour, let me just grab, no, that's too greeny. Just bear with me 1 second. Let's take this, ooh, just purple and green. Oh yeah, why not? Right, right. Now we go, here we go. Take that off there, a little bit of purple. Pop that on here. Obviously, I don't want to go straight onto my mat. There we go. Just take a little bit of my paint. Now, this is just the my acrylic paint. If you think you've got too much, just roll it off, and then just go through. And now, this one as well is fantastic for putting in your journal pages, filling in. And also for doodling through. I've sat hours actually doodling through this.
Oh, this is going to be
And
nice.
it really is really smashing.
And do you know what I like about the stencil is it already gives you a sense of focus in
Yes.
how it's designed. So
Yeah.
as a background goes, then it's going to lead you and guide you in how you're going to build up your image.
That's right. So what we can also do is we take wilted violets and into some of these smaller pieces, of course, what we can do is we can actually press into our areas here. The thing is, the paint, even the best will in the world, the tiniest ones won't actually go through the paint, but some of them will, so you'll see. So then when we lift this off, we've got that. So let me just pop that into the water, just 1 second.
Nice.
And then if we take this, let's make sure it's not dried. I don't think it will have dried too much. Just pressing that out, just like so. So like I say, it's a fantastic little filler for any background. You'll see so many of the design team have actually done this. Used there we go.
Let's have a little look. Well, that's nice.
Fabulous, isn't it? We've got the dots that come through with the paint there. We've also got this area here, which is really lovely, that I did with the distress ink. And then you've got a few other little bits as well. But of course, what we could do is we could try. In fact, I'll do it on this side because we're just playing up with these. Let me just take a little bit of the scrap. Now that's as straight as a dog's hind leg. There we go. So just pressing that in there. Let's see if we can take another one. It may not be terribly strong, but it's always good just to have a little look. Yeah, it's not, but we have got a little bit of something going. Can you see that? Like they call that the ghost print, don't they?
Yeah.
And but it's subtle. If you wanted to stamp onto that, of course you could. So if we take that now and then take one of our stamps.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, I've already got a stamp here waiting. So let me just, this is how your backgrounds now come into the strength with the stencils in the background. All your, the interest. Of course, that's fantastic to use in your journaling, whatever you want to do. But then when you add a well, I say just, it's not just, it's a beautiful stamp, this one. One of the stamps in black, because of course black will always pop the best. Just make sure that I've got that.
Nice.
Actually, these books are fantastic to stamp on because they've got such a good surface. There we go. Make sure that I've got that nicely. There we are. Look at that.
Oh, come on. Now, what if you
It's
think
lovely,
about what
isn't it?
we've done there, and I would thoroughly recommend what you did. Who was your friend you were playing with?
Caroline.
Caroline. So do exactly what Joe and Caroline did the other day. Spend an afternoon by yourself with friends, just pulling backgrounds. Use your gel press, jelly plates. Pull some backgrounds there. You have them in your stash, and I know that you had a whole stash of those. And we're just edging to finish off our piece. But that has come together. And Joe hadn't planned this, so
no.
crafting off the cuff.
This is the thing, though. We literally took, we just inks out, paints out, and we just played around. And that's, that could now be quite happily would be a really nice topper. You could obviously paint a little bit of purple into the flowers, and of course what we could do is we could go around the circles. Now, I never try and do a straight line because it's never achievable, in my personal opinion. But if you just work around just with a black pen, just bringing out those circles a little bit if you wanted to, and just, if you want, just bringing out the black a little bit more. Do you know what I mean? So just have a little play with it. It's quite loose. It's quite, we've just been really just playing with that, haven't we? But you can see how very, very, very easy that is to use. That particular one.
Got a question for you, Joe.
Yep.
Are you having fun?
I love it.
Yeah?
Can you tell?
I can. Good. And this is what it's
This
all
is
about.
like-
And
look.
this, I think, what makes crafting such a special place. What we're going to do, just have a very quick recap, because I know we're about halfway through the show, and round about this point, we get a lot of viewers joining us, so welcome if you have just got up. Okay, just going to show you, we've got some great deals on stencils. Have a look at this. You're getting all three of these fantastic stencils, £7.98 saving. These are all and create stencils. The imagination and design and intricacy that all and create bring to the table, which means that you can be working with this kind of stencil. Look at that mosaic. I mean, are you kidding? That is, okay, what I'd be thinking here, texture paste, your structure paste coming through, even crackle. Oh, okay, crackle. Joe, what about a bit of crackle through there?
Crackle, yes,
Yeah.
that'd be fantastic. So what you could use is maybe a crackle paste and actually take it through, or even any of your pastes. I've got, tell you what I've got black paste. Do you want to have a little look at that one?
Yeah, okay, I'll
think
tell you.
I've-
If you get prepped for that,
Yeah,
and
sure,
then, yeah,
no
we'd love to
problem.
see that. How about this one? So you're getting all three. I really like this, actually. I'm just going to turn that around so we can see. It's that, this could be, it could be a radiation of light, so a modern contemporary sun, or equally it could be quite a modern. And then, there we go, final one. So you've got the splats, you've got the circles coming through. Those are three incredibly strong stencils, but we are approaching 40% of the stock and we are busy. 363-472, your item number there. Got another great trio of stencils for you here. Just going to bring up the details. So you're going to be getting all three of these, £8 saving. Let's start with the big boy. Look at that. There was so much going on. As Joe demonstrated this hour, we can use our stencils with our jelly plates. You can use with your structure paste, your inks, your blending your inks, spritzing your inks. What about running through your embossing machine? Because think about getting the most from your stencil. That is a beautiful design, really nice. Over 40% of the stock has gone here as well. Let me just show you. There's the dotty that we were just working with. Do you know what stood out to me is how certain areas are designed to be more prominent. So that, when Joe was using this, no wonder, sorry, it was such a popular bestseller in the past. I'm going to pop that down. And then finally, your third part to this trio. Oh, I love that. That's nice, right? So another great combination. £10.97. You're not breaking the bank, but you're getting something, you're injecting something so original into your repertoire at home. So it's well worth it. If you're I did a show with Leonie. It was a Let Leonie Loose show, and she posed the question. It was a great idea from Leonie. She wanted to see how much the biggest all-in-create stash, and I think we had one viewer, and forgive me if I'm wrong, but one viewer had 130 all-in-create products. It was definitely in the hundreds. It could have been you, Joe, but it wasn't Joe. No. But the point I'm trying to make is I know how many fans All and Create have out there, and how collectible All and Create designs are. But with the stencils, it's so affordable to get All and Create design work, and you instantly know it's All and Create at such an affordable price. Okay, we're going to have a look here. So we've got this one. Now, actually, I just want to check. It is the same, yeah. So we've got the this one, which we've seen in the other bundle. But then we have, if I pop that down, how about those cogs? And then finally, look at this. So we've gone from cogs to logs. Yeah, we like those. Love that. A quarter of the stock has gone here. $9.99 is your price. $394,556, your item number. Now, I'm a little bit worried. Where are we up to with my favourite? Well, I love them all, but where are we up to with this one? No. We're halfway through the show and we're approaching half the stock. It's better not sell out before we go off there. Okay, so look, no, I am genuinely pleased this is busy. Let me just show you. So I came in, look, this. Now, are you kidding? Look at the size of that stencil. And what I love about it is card making, of course, you can use it on your card making, but equally backgrounds for your mixed media pieces, for your larger scrapbook pages, because you've got such a significant and really striking stencil, you can do so much with just that. And then in the mix, we're getting the 2 stamps as well. So if I pop that down, and you can see you're getting both of these stamps that Joe was demonstrating how great to add border, to add background to it. So both stamps, an iconic stencil, $14.97, and you are saving a whopping £10 as well. 217-711, your item number. 100% fall into my basket, and it's probably going to do that after the show. Okay, now the next one, very busy too. Okay, so this is another, and I'm not just I know I'm saying this a lot, saying these are bestseller, it's a bestseller, but genuinely we've got on the show some real big hitters of releases from Stencils by All and Create. This one here was another immensely popular one. We had it on, we brought it to you, and it sold out. I think first time we brought it to you, it sold out 3 times. We brought it back on extended delivery a couple of times. So having a look here, look at that. And there is so much going on here. So whether you just wanted to focus on this part, or you wanted to use the image as a whole, the layers of detail, the intricacies within the flourishes as well, it's a stunning stencil. So that alone, I would happily pay $9.99 for, happily. But then you are also getting in the mix this as well. So both of those for $9.99. Oh, come on. 935-577, your item number there. Now, just before we go to demonstration, we have got an All and Create 7-day saver as well, just to bring it to your attention. So $15.97 is your price. That is, well, it's a half price or £15 saving there. So, I mean, that's awesome. Look at that. So we'll just have a look at it. It's 3 stamp sets. You've got your bold alphas, your mirrored alphas, and your bold alphas mini. With the mirrored alphas, I know that Abs specifically designed this to go with the gel press. So if you're using your jelly plates when you're pulling your design, obviously it's reversed. So that's why he wanted to give you that. Okay, so that is a 7-day saver, and it was a very popular release when we first brought it to you. At that price, whew, you know it's going to be busy. What are we going to do next?
Right, okay, so the Floristella, which is actually in with the sunflower set, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you using it with the black paste. Now, also, this one would just be absolutely beautiful. This one is the one that we had, on the other one.
Like
but I'm going
mosaic.
to just show you the Floristella because I know it's really popular, and also we'll show you the sunflower after that. Now, this is just a print that I took off last night.
Okay.
Using Mermaid Lagoon, little bit of water from the jelly plate. You can see nice and square. That's what I like about the 6x6. You get this fantastic square with it. So if now, because that's lovely and dry, and that's the ideal about sitting, like you say, having a little play, having all these backgrounds, and ready for like the next day or whatever. So if we put that over the top with some of our black paste. Now this is as you know, it's my favourite of all black paste from That's Crafty. It goes on with a shine, but of course it dries with a matte finish, but we can add lots of other lovely interesting products on the top to make it shine if we want to. So I'm just doing part of it because I actually want to show some of the blue off. Okay, so just taking that off there like that, and then look at this. This is where I think the black onto the blue will look so nice. Look at that. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Do you know what I love?
I love it.
The splatter on the sides as well.
Yeah,
all of that. No, I love it all.
Actually, it looks quite cool, doesn't it?
I really like that.
Yeah. And then, of course, if we take that and we do our Leone cleaning, that's what we all call it now, taking a bit of, and then just giving that a rub back. Make sure you do put a little bit of scrap paper over the top, though, because you will end up with hands the same as mine. And it's got a little bit there, look, so you can actually use that as a bit of a background. I think that actually is quite quite interesting. Put that in your water, of course, because it has got paste on it.
Yeah.
But that, I think, is really lovely, isn't it? We could cut that up into 4. We could matte and layer it up onto white, onto black, and a little bit of the blue that we've got in there, and then put a nice topper onto it, and I think that would really sing.
That's a great example, I think, why the jelly plates, gel presses are so popular, because what you've done there as a whole, looking at it, and I know you could trim it down, but I do love the splatters on the side. It gives a level of depth to it and layers there. I really like that.
Yeah,
really like that.
So that's, and then if we have a little look at the sunflower, let me just turn that over. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to now then let me just have a think about this.
We could blend with the inks, or
yeah, I'm just going to spray through with some really nice, vivid colours, and just show you how fantastic. Now, what we can do with this is, of course, I'm going to go with the obvious. Let's brighten everybody's life up. Look at that, with that.
yeah, like that.
Let's just a tiny bit. I've got a little bit of the luster, which is one of the greens.
And if you want to see anything, as Joe mentioned at the start of the show, feel free to email in studio@hochanda.com. So if any of the stencils, your stamps, you just want us to play around with, obviously Joe hasn't prepped a full demonstration or a full card to make out of it, but she can definitely stamp out spritz and just show you what they look like.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really is the name of the game. Because everything was fast moving last night, it was very much a case of, I'm just taking that off there like so, very gently, because I want to just take that and show you.
Oh, come on.
I know.
All right,
You
Joe,
see,
that's
basically,
ridiculous.
so basically what you've got there is, you've got taking that off there. I know this is on scrap paper, but if you did it onto a piece of card, you've got that beautiful sun there. You could pop a circle die around it once it's dry. You can put some doodling into there. You can zentangle it in. It's a really open space for you to actually play with.
So I might have a new favourite with this.
Well, if the other one goes like it's going, then you might have to. But when we actually take that off, of course, we've also got that.
Joe, that is
and how
amazing.
That pops. That really does pop, doesn't it?
When you consider
it's terrific.
what we've done with this, we sprayed, that was it. We laid the stencil down, we spritzed. So if you have any sprays, I know that Donna and Simon were in a few days ago, Pearly Winks, or any of the sprays out there, and we feature so many great sprays here at Hochanda. That is so achievable. Have a day. What I would say with any of the stencils and stamps, have a day batch making. Batch make your backgrounds, then you've got them to hand. This is seeing it, and you really do need to see the stencils to appreciate how good they are. For $9.99, and we are approaching 40% of the stock. Now, I want to point out, the reason why, when we're saying 40% of the stock, I know that we had shows yesterday with the one-day special. We didn't feature the stencils. They weren't the main focus. So this is the first hour where we've really pulled them to the forefront, and we're talking about 40% of the stock going really in an hour. So very, very busy there. Saving $5.99, 935 577 your item number. Joe, you've had some really nice emails as well.
Oh, fantastic. So, oh, thank you.
Who's this from? It was from Di, and she's like, loving the show. She's loving how random the show is, and thinks you're doing a great job.
Oh, well, thank you very much,
because you have been put on the spot.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I don't mind that. I really enjoy just playing. I've got everything around me. This is how I would be at home, and this is how you will be when you're at home with everything that you've got in front of you. And I think this shows you that we can actually do this, and it's not everything is all prepared like days before or whatever. This one actually, is it okay if I just show this very quickly?
Absolutely.
Now this is actually using the butterfly, but what I want to show you is, don't look at it just as a butterfly, and I know that sounds a bit odd because it is one. Of course it is very distinctive on this side, but of course we've got these beautiful florals on the other. Now this is a print, it was pickled raspberry, I think, onto the jelly plate, taking it off, and this was Caroline's bigger one. You can tell it's not as expressive. A little bit of spray on it to lift a little bit of colour out. So we've got that fantastic background before we do anything. But if we lay that on top, and again, just going in with our black paste, but just taking some of the design
Yeah.
And this is why you need to look at your stencils as a bigger picture, and not just, oh, that's a lovely butterfly with one side that's floral and one side that is a distinctive butterfly. Do you know what I mean?
Get the most out of it. Sort of
You
zeroing.
must get the most out of every bit of your craft stash that you've got.
I do that with a lot of all in crate stamps, because
Yeah.
if you look at the sort of detail you
Yeah.
get with the stamps, and then
Yeah,
you realise, well, I
that's
can pull
right.
this out, I can pull that out.
The detail in some of the stamps is just incredible, and each and every time you use them you actually see more. So if I just lift this, and we're now looking at this not as a butterfly,
Oh, yeah.
but that to me, on that pink with that, just that black,
Yeah.
you wouldn't, nobody would look at that and think, gosh, that was a butterfly to start off with, would you?
No, not at all. That's stunning.
So it is lovely, isn't it?
But we're not having to, I think, as a skill set, as crafters, it's a very quick way to achieve something with severe gravitas. Now, half the stock has gone with my favourite option, £10 saving, $14.97 your price there, 217711 your item number. You're not only getting that fantastic showstopper of a stencil, but you're also getting these two beautiful stamps, and they're such perfect worker stamps, background stamps, filler, texture. So very popular option there. Something else that is flying, and I knew it would be, is the bundle with the dots, the lots of dots. So lots of dots. I know that it's been, at one point, I don't know if this has changed, but at one point it was the most popular, the best-selling stencil that All in Create had ever brought us. We're approaching 60% of the stock for this bundle. You're getting 3 fantastic stencils, and look at that saving, an £8 saving, just to show you what you're getting in the mix. So you're getting this large, I mean, that is just a beautiful stencil. Have a look at that one. Good size as well to that. So you've got that large garden stencil. Then we have the lots of dots, which you can see there. Oh, look, for your mixed media, for your MDF, gel plates, yes, just works. And then finally, we have our beautiful background. Okay, now Jo, you have a couple of minutes left.
Right,
what would you like
okay.
to play with? I'll
Right,
let
so
you choose.
we've got the cogs now. Which one is the set with the cogs in? We've got the
cogs is
there.
with the logs and the radiating circle. Is it?
Right, so the radiating circle I absolutely love, and I think this goes terrifically well with the hot air balloon.
It's broken,
actually.
sorry, apologies, broken circle.
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
So, do you know, I thought radiating circle didn't ring
Yeah,
a bell.
sorry,
but
no, broken
no,
circle.
that's fine. That's absolutely fine. So I'm going to just turn this over and just go on. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go with we'll do the circle first, because what I want to do is let me just have a think about this. Right, so we'll do sort of like a coloured background.
Okay.
Just bear with me 1 second. We'll have a blue. Here we go. Something a little bit what you wasn't expecting. Let me just get Dorba. Just bear with me 1 second. There we go. That one will do. Right. So just showing you this one. If we just go through now, I'm using actually a green Dorba with Mermaid Lagoon, but it makes a really lovely. A really lovely colour.
So, I'm thinking running, if you have any metallic sort of stencil pastes, imagine going through there, having a gold coming in.
Yeah,
give it a bit of an inker feel.
That would be really lovely. It would give you.
Mayan?
Give you, yeah. I'm just thinking. Oh, I tell you what I could do.
What?
Oh, yeah. I tell you what.
You've had an idea?
Yes, I have. Yeah. Just bear with me 2
Okay.
seconds. In fact, by putting this blue down, it might give me a patina finish as well. So I'll just continue just putting this down. Again, this one is, I really love this one for actually doodling through.
Yes.
Because what you can do is, and I'll show you in a second exactly what I mean, getting your fine liners, one of the really fine ones, so maybe your 005 number on your pens. Have a look on the website if you looking for fine liners, because I know that Lou brings the Secura ones, doesn't she, Lou Sims? She brings the Secura ones, so really excellent ones. So almost there, and I want to show you, actually this, yeah, where we go. So the more I'm using this Mermaid Lagoon, the more it's coming out blue. So it's going to look quite cool, actually. There we go.
Like this.
So, yeah, nearly there. Just want to make sure. Let's have just a little bit in the middle.
Okay.
There we go. So I'm going to show you this as it is, which I think is pretty
that
stunning.
already looks,
Yeah,
that looks
it is.
so good.
It's smart, isn't it? But if we go, let me just grab some of this.
And
There
nice.
we go. I've got, right, so aged teal in the Stupendous embossing powders. If I go back over, just pop that on top and find gel medium. There we go.
I've got 3 minutes.
So, yeah, oh, righty-ho, okay. Look at my desk, Yanis. Right, so just popping that over the top there like that. Going through with the gel medium. Don't worry about the actual colour spreading, all right. Just be careful not to put the colour back into. I'll just do part of it because we're running out of time.
Okay.
Just pop that over the top there. Take that out. Do put that in your water if it's got the gel medium in.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of this over the top. And so you'll see the difference. I'll just shake that onto my book. All right, and now if we heat this really quickly, there we go. Try not to get it over there, but I'll try and show you.
Oh, we've got a good shot there.
Yeah, lovely. So just give it a second for it to warm.
Oh, this is
There
going
we
to be
go.
nice.
So now what you're getting is, you're getting that really lovely patina finish. So you've got the green underneath. You've got the Stupendous teal. It's the aged teal that I've used. When it goes on top of the gel, you get this fantastic. Can you see that
Jo, I love
metallic-y
that.
feel?
Yeah.
It's going now. There we go.
Jo, that looks
Can
awesome.
you see?
Yeah.
But it's very mechanical now, isn't it?
That looks really good.
So
I love that.
very mechanical now. So if we just do a tiny bit more, and then it's actually, I quite like that we've done it a little bit. We've left the actual inking on some parts, and we've actually got some on others, because it looks a little bit more aged.
Well,
and
it
using that
allows it,
green, you've got that really nice patina coming out.
Jo, well done. I think
There we
time's
go.
beaten us, unfortunately. If we
So,
just have a look.
Has it beaten us?
Let's have a look.
There we go.
Jo, that looks
There we go.
incredible.
But that has totally changed that stencil, hasn't it?
Jo, can I say a big thank you?
Oh, it's
Because
a pleasure.
you really were crafting
Thank
on
you.
the go there. So all the demonstration went out the window. We thought we're just going to go techniques. We're going to be back together at 12 o'clock, so do make sure to tune in then. Thank you so much for keeping us company. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And also a big thank you for all of the emails coming through as well. Do take advantage of the savings on the show. They are incredible, and you'll never be disappointed with a purchase from All and Create. Speaking of which, we have got our one-day special as well. It's been busy. So if you've missed out on this fantastic Magnify It stamp in the past, designed by Bipasha, you're getting the stencil and the stamp. $33.47 your price there, $277,238. Jo will be returning at 12 o'clock with myself, so hopefully you'll come visit us then. Daisy B Crafts coming up next. You've got Nina and Josie. Do not miss that. I love it when they come to visit. Afterwards, we have Crafting with Clarity, our weekend wow, and then journaling accessories. What a morning here at Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Leslie from Chocolate Baroque, and we design and manufacture our own rubber stamps right here in the northeast of England. We have a wonderful in-house designer called Sue, who hand draws all the images, which we then transfer into rubber stamps. We have very, very elaborate designs. We have everything from steampunk right through to beautiful florals, and then we have scenic, and we have words. Our stamps are beautifully elaborate, very, very detailed, exquisitely etched, and the quality is next to none. So good that if you look after your stamps, we guarantee them for a lifetime. whether it's stamping, mixed media or art journaling. Join us at Hochanda for our journey into everything creative and messy, and see what you can create with our stamps.
Hi, I'm Pete from Artisan Design. We're a family-run company from the Midlands, and we have been going for around about a year now. We design handcrafted stamps, stencils and designer papers. Personally, I love crafts, and I've loved crafts from childhood, right from when I first won an art competition when I was 5 years old. Tune into Hochanda, be part of the artisan design world, and come and join me on this creative path.
Hi, I'm Bev. Hi, I'm Sam, and we're from Be Crafty. Be Crafty is a family-run company. Sam is my sister, and we love bringing brand new products to Hochanda. We manufacture and design all our own ranges of stamps, inkables, MDF, lots and lots of inspiration that we love to bring and share with you.
If you tune in to Hochanda to join us, you'll see that mine and Bev's style are totally different. But what that does is it brings you lots of styles and techniques that you can include in your crafting too.
Our ranges are increasing all the time with the lovely hand-drawn images that Sam and myself are trying to bring to you, plus the fantastic new designs that we like to bring in the inkables, in the dinkables and the MDF as well. So you can use them across all different sorts of crafts and bring the best we can to Hochanda too. So make sure you don't miss the Be Crafty shows on Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Stuart and I'm the Managing Director of Oakwood Archer. Oakwood Archer is a family-run business, and my son and my daughter work very hard with me to bring the best craft items to you in the UK. We specialise in high-quality items brought into the UK from all over the world, including brands like Kaisercraft, Stampendous and Impression Obsession. Working with Hochanda is fantastic for us. It gives us the opportunity to bring all of these brands and all of these products from all over the world direct to you, the crafter in the UK. Our products include stamps, dies, papers, buttons, trimmings, ribbons and album making kits. Just about everything you need to be a good crafter. So please don't miss Oakwood Archer shows on Hochanda.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for well over 20 years now and a designer for just over 10 years. Sentimentally Yours is my multi-award winning brand of clear stamps, rubber stamps. I've now also introduced lots of craft dies in there, designer papers. I have my mediums where we've introduced the Flawless Media brand into the Sentimentally Yours family. So on our Hochanda shows we aim to inspire you, to be educational and to teach you how to get the most from the products that we're bringing to you. The Sentimentally Yours family has grown to include my good friend Julia Watts and our new designer Trudy Howard. Hopefully we're all going to bring something different to the show, so you're going to be enriched with lots of different ideas and inspiration. Be sure to join us for our Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda.
Good morning, how are you doing? Now, of course, we have got here a fabulous hour of Daisy B Designs. Now, we have got no one but two amazing guests. We have got Josie and Nina as well. Let's say hello first to Josie. Hello.
Hello, you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, and you?
Good, very excited.
Yes, we are. These stamps are beautiful.
They are. They're such a, it's a fabulous collection that Nina's brought out, because I think even if you're not like don't have animals yourself, you always know somebody that does.
Exactly.
So it's a perfect set for anybody really.
And also, what I love is they are nice big stamps. They are
yes,
not.
they are. Yeah.
And they have got personality. They are a little bit different, and also kind of just looking at them. I don't have a dog, but I look at it and automatically I feel that comfort that
Yes,
the dog
yeah,
gives you.
definitely. That one that you're looking at looks very similar to my actual dog,
Aw.
but she's black,
What's her name?
long-haired. Delilah.
What a
Yeah.
beautiful name as well.
She's fabulous, but she constantly looks like that because she sleeps like on the edge of the bed, so she's
Oh.
always looking at
What
me from that
breed?
view.
What is breed?
She's a Briard.
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't
so
know that one.
she's beautiful, very, very demanding.
Oh, aren't they all? Now this bundle also comes in with sentiments. Can
It
you tell
does,
us
yeah.
a little bit more about them?
It's a really lovely set. We've got the friend sentiments that go with them, and what we wanted with these were, you can use them for a lot of occasions. It's not necessarily just a birthday. You've got best friends, treasured friend. You've got a friend in me. When you need me, I'll be there. I think it's a nice, well-rounded set that you wouldn't need to put them with the animals, but they work with them perfectly.
They do, and they are. I love. I mean, this could be almost like a storytelling about know your dog and
Yeah,
telling-
definitely. They're very good for if you were like a scrapbooker, or if you were putting a picture. I did a scrapbook page. You'll see, I think, in a moment. That was one that I'd actually done of me and Delilah, and I thought, well, why not put pictures? As you can see there, she's quite long-haired, looked a bit.
Look at that. I absolutely adorable. This is great. And also, I always go, like you were saying, sometimes you may not have a dog, but you may have somebody who loves a dog, or just inspired by the gentleness, the love and the affection.
Definitely. They all look really gentle and really like placid and beautiful.
Yeah. Now, of course, it includes as well the wonderful whiskers stamp set as well included. So you can see here, I'm going to put it there so you can see actually how it's stamped out. That also, I think, is a kind of, it could be for a fun card as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's such a it's a wide saying really, because you think whiskers, you might think cat, but Delilah's got whiskers.
Yeah.
And little mice have got whiskers, so it's
and
you
some
can use
men
it.
do have got a whisker.
They have, yeah. If you want to put it on a man's
saying?
card, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. £18 and 99. I mean, some of men may have wonderful whiskers. I don't know. 383646 is your item number. Now, I'm very partial to this next one because, of course, it features cats.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you had no idea that I had a cat. No idea. Right. Actually, also, can you tell us who has drawn these in beautiful images?
They are Nina's beautiful images. She's loved doing these. They've always got a little twist with Nina, so we've got the butterflies on them and things like that. I think they just look really nice. When she was drawing them, like, I walked over and I was like, yes, they are beautiful.
And they are beautiful and a bit different as well.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
I always love, they have got that feminine flow to them.
They have, yeah. I think you could send them to anybody, but like you look at them and you just want to go, oh, they're cute.
They are, absolutely. And I love as well that you kind of have them like this, and you were talking about how you can personalize by depending what cat you have got. I love that. So you could make it more of a kind of a gingery sort of cat, or you can make it maybe more of a Siamese kind of sort of grace in here. Oh, I have to show you this one as well. Look at the colouring. Also, I love that there is big open areas to colour in.
Yeah, definitely. I think what it does is it opens it up for you to be really creative, and you could have a purple cat if you wanted to. There's no like rhyme or reason to whatever. You can just personalise it. If somebody's got, I had a ginger cat, and I've done a sample with a ginger cat on him, and I think it's a really lovely way to personalise something without actually having to personalise it as well.
Yeah. By the way, the envelope, we do have it, that's a separate stamp set, but that kind of showcases how everything mixes and matches.
It does, yeah. They're all really interchangeable.
Yeah, 10% of the stock has already gone. £21.99 is the price. 866292 is the item number. I adore it. I adore it because it's a bit different. It's a bit, Daisy B always brings, I think, very cool images.
Yes, want to be different. Bring something that you might not have in your crafty stash.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's a family company. Like Nina draws, your dad draws as well. You do the sentiments as well. Yeah. So it's a lovely combination of,
It is, yeah.
and a collective.
We can always like help one another out. Like Nina would say, She was drawing something yesterday, I'm like, no, that arm needs to go a little bit further up, and it's nice to have that so that you can help each other out as well, because I know sometimes I've done a couple of spelling mistakes. It happens.
Yeah, it happens, it does indeed. Now, here we have got the gorgeous, woofly whiskers, woofly, no, that's waffly.
So waffly. It sounds very Yorkshire, that, doesn't it? It's waffly.
I like it. I love Yorkshire accent. I just like it's one of my favorites. But I'm not going to try to attempt it again. But look at that. I love that. That's cute. But I love the butterflies. That kind of it's just kind of add that color, burst of color. Even if you have got a kind of a Dalmatian sort of colorway.
Yeah, definitely.
You still have got, and it's just has got so much character in here. And there's one. Oh, this is definitely Santi. I think this is Santi, which is actually our producer Emily's little one.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Cocker Spaniel.
Yes, I got Cocker Spaniel vibes from this.
Oh, yeah.
From this, I think it's the ears.
Yeah.
It just gives me the ears.
And the eyes is just kind of really puppy dog eyes.
Yeah, they're all
definitely.
talking to you. If you look at them, you can see character in all of the in the faces. They are beautiful.
I mean, and I love how to combine with cat as well. And it's just such a, I mean, this is so typical. The dog trying to play with you, and kind of the cat is completely,
not
ignoring.
bothered.
Yeah, it's just like, unless you are giving them food, that's you know. I love the coloring as well, and the nose looks amazing. Who has done this sample? Because it's just...
That one's Nina's.
Oh, well, the colouring is extraordinary, but all the stars with that amazing image. £21.99 is a bundle of 3 stamps with that happy waffle. The verde. I don't know how to pronounce it in my waffle. And 952262 is your item number. I love it when you come in with your Yorkshire accent. It's just... Is it Yorkshire accent, really?
Yeah.
Barnsley?
Barnsley, yeah.
Oh,
we are very, very Barnsley. I don't think you can hide it. As soon as we start talking, it's Barnsley through and through.
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It's just such a rich. I love the different accents as well. Now here we have got the fabulous flamingo. Flamingo.
She's a girl. She's fabulous.
It is.
She's a flamingo.
Yeah. Well,
it is a mouthful, that.
Yeah.
So try and say that.
I'm glad that I'm not just the only one. Flamingo. It's just gorgeous. Love the flowers. They are just so bold, and immediately you want to bring color to them. I love here paper flowers on top of them, so kind of accentuate.
It's a lovely. It's such a big stamp. But you can use as much of it or as little of it as you want. Nina's going to use it on a 6x6 later, so you can see that it can be used on a little card or a big card, but it's so beautiful. And it's sassy. I feel like it's got sass.
It has got sass, but also I love it because it kind of almost has got that sass, but depending how colors, it kind of also has a reflection in the kind of inner looking. And I love it's kind of... Is this like, I'm gorgeous and I know it?
Definitely.
That's just like, and I'm talking about the flamingo. £15.99 is the price for this amazing sunset. Remember that you are getting also the sentiment included and the separate butterfly and the flowers. So I'm going to put them here so you can see exactly what you're getting. It is a massive stamp, but also remember you are getting that gorgeous stamps. Don't let opportunity pass you by. 639728, £15.99 is the price. And then we are going into having a look at those envelopes that we were talking in there as well. Now this is a phenomenal set. I'm going to show you the stamps because you are getting a lot more than it looks in 14 stamps, but look at that. Sorry, just going to go in. You can see exactly. So I'm trying to drop them because it keeps on going.
It's actually a full A4 set of stamps. So they're obviously in little bits for packaging, but it does fill one A4 sheet. And I think we wanted to basically bring you something that you could do for any occasion, whether it be a birthday, your best wishes. It's such a a filled set that you could just buy this and you could do your cards for the whole year and they could all be different. And I think it's nice to have like the butterflies coming out of it and the sunflower. It is a beautiful set.
And basically what it is that the envelope is kind of open, right? So you can then put whichever element you want to put. And look at that. Now I'm going to show you one that is featuring other stamps, but I think it's extraordinary because it showcases, I mean, I love that. I love the birds flying out.
It swaps gender roles almost, so you can do it for a man's card if you've got your man stamps to come with it. It's a lovely stamp. We actually have last time we were on, we had Sending Christmas, and we've got a set of Christmas stamps that go with it as well, and they've got a beautiful reindeer coming out of it. But obviously you need the envelope first, and it's such a nice. We're going to keep adding to it as a set, because it has been very, very popular.
It's just gorgeous. £24.99, 471842 is your item number. And one more to look at the final set that we're having a look. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. Now we have got in here the up, and away. The sky is not the limit, and you raise me up. I absolutely love these stamps. Again, large size in stamps in here. Have you done these words as well?
No, those ones are Nina's actually.
Oh.
Yeah, she wanted to make them more of a picture.
Yeah.
So that's why she's designed them to go with it. I didn't even get a chance with these ones. She's like, I've done these. And these are what we're going with, and I love them anyway. I actually did that sample when she brought out the stamps. I'm like, I like these. I'm happy. You can.
Yeah.
These are okay.
That are beautiful, and you can see here with the envelope as well. Love that. It's just a little bit different. It's very cool images. I love that they are open spaces as well, like the butterflies. It's enough detail, but not too much that you cannot go in with. Really lots of different colour in there.
They're really easy to work with as well. So you've got your big spaces. You can do like ombre watercolours if you're not wanting to pick every individual space of your butterfly out. I think it's really special. That one Nina's done.
Oh, sorry, upside down. Sorry,
I was trying to work it
trying
out then. But it's so beautiful. It just glows. And I think it's so special that it needed to be in a frame.
It's just stunning, absolutely stunning. And this is the stamps that not just for cards, art journaling and home decor. 423337 is your item number, £21.99. Now you might want to stock up on some super smooth cardstock, perfect to stamp on to with these beautiful stamps. It's part of the 7-day savers from Pink Frog Crafts super smooth card. You are getting A4 and A3. You are getting 120 sheets in total. So you are getting 40 of the A3 and 80 of the A4. 300 GSM thickness. That's super smooth. That means that you can stamp and get clear impressions. You are saving £8, £13.98. You may want to add some red liner tape. Of course, this one is the posh one. This one comes in a container set. I believe you are getting 4 of the 3mm, 6 of the 6mm, 1 of the 9mm, and 1 of the 12mm. You are getting 12 reels in total for just £9.99 in that little tub. That means that you can keep it nice and pristine every single time. You are saving £12 in that. That did sell out earlier. It's super popular, so it's now on extended delivery. Dispatch from. Well, we will double check, but it's not long to wait, but it's super popular. Anyway, Nina, we have had a switcheroo.
Yes, we have. I'm here.
Well, what are we gonna see first?
We are going to have to use the big pooch.
Oh yes,
because he's just absolutely adorable. And like Josie said, I did a portrait of Josie's dog Delilah, and it's kind of based on that as well, because she's just massive.
Yeah.
So
it's gorgeous.
We'll get going. So I have got my stamp here. I'm going to use some Versafine in black.
Okay.
So I just want to give it a really good ink up because it is a large stamp.
Yeah.
But I've really enjoyed working with these stamps. They're so lovely.
And one of the things about your stamps that I always really impress, and I also, but is that they are really deeply etched for clear stamps. You kind of really get a very great definition there.
Oh, thank you. Well, that's down to the fabulous manufacturing from Josie and Faye and Dad now, because you know Dad's getting helpful, isn't he? Getting helpful.
Finally. Just getting helpful, I mean.
He's my assistant at the minute.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but it's good. You know, we've got a well-oiled team there.
But and by the way, we have to say congratulations to your sister.
Yes. Yes, another baby crafter being born.
Is his name Percy?
Yes.
Yes.
Baby Percy.
So, Percy, if you're watching.
Yeah, he will be. He'll be watching.
Oh, lots of love, you know. Yeah.
So what I'm doing now, from the sending set that Paola showed you, this is the butterflies. Now, what I did, the butterflies have got, there's another 2 butterflies that add to this. And I've cut them off, because you can always, you know, that's the thing with polymer stamps, you can manipulate them slightly.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I've cut those off, so I've just got the 3 butterflies, and it just works so well with the ones already there. And because I do have a particular style to my drawing, you'll find that the majority of everything that I bring out all will mix and match together.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do everything all at once. So I'm even going to pop the sentiment on there as well.
Because it does really look that it's the same stamp. That
Yes.
butterflies and the ones in there with the push. So it means that it kind of gives us so much more versatility.
Yes, it does. And I don't know, I just think I can be sat there and think, oh right, I'm going to use that stamp, and oh, we've got that one that I brought out, and it's not in 2 different styles, it's the same style. So yeah, it's nice to do that.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop a little bit of wow powder just on the sentiment, because we want that to stand out. And I used the VersaFine for that because it stays wetter for longer, so you've got a bit more time to emboss with that.
Yeah.
So just heat that up. So you've got your image there already. But I also think sometimes stamps can be quite daunting, you know, and you do think, oh, I really love it, but you know, how can I use it?
And also the size of these stamps means that I love the fact that they fill the bit. Is it a 7x7 photo?
It's 8x8, this one, yeah.
So it fills it all up, so even the larger.
Yes.
And it makes it so much, how do I say, sometimes the larger areas are a little bit daunting.
Yes, yeah,
you know,
definitely.
But that is just such a cool image as well.
It is. It's a lovely image, and like you said, you know, you can focus it on one side of the page. I don't know. It's just you're drawn to it, aren't you?
Yeah.
So I wanted to do this technique. I've got well, if you can call it a 4th pencil, it's like 3 and a bit of the Prismacolors. You know, any of your pencils will work. And what we're going to do is to give that illusion of fur. I'm going to try to keep my head out of shot. Now I'm turning my pencil on its side, so you're getting more lead there.
Okay.
And we're just going to lay a base down of colour, very lightly. We're not going in too dark, too heavy. And that's another trick. Turn your paper rather than moving your hand. Can you see?
Yes.
You know, it gets it done quicker. So I'm not going to do all of it because I've got one that I've prepared before.
What type of pencils are you using?
So these are Prismacolors.
Are they wax or water-based?
Oh no, they're just wax.
Wax, yeah.
Yes. So nice sharp tips there as well. And what we're going to do is you're just going to go in and just make strokes over the ears, just like that. And I tend to, while the pencil's in my hand, roll the pencil so you're almost keeping the lead sharp or to a point, you know, so you're not blunting it out at one side. So you're just going down there. Oh, but I mean this technique's a great one, and it'll come in handy with many stamps. There we go, look. And then you're going in with your other colours. You know, pick your colours that will match.
And by doing those strokes, automatically you are creating the fur effect, right?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. So rather than going in and that's why I wanted to, you know, to show this technique, so that you can get that fur, that lifelike look. There we go. Look, and then the last one. So a little bit, because you think, well, can you see now how you've added that lighter colour?
Yeah, the caramel tones.
Yeah, because you know nobody's hair's just all one straight colour, is it?
I can vouch for that.
Hey,
personally, although
I
mine
can
is
vouch
great.
for that.
Oh, you don't.
A few cheeky ones coming through.
Mine are not cheeky. Mine are the whole demonstration, you know, in the street, taking this. Well, anyway, whole scalp basically.
So, there you have it. And you can add a little bit of white, you know, for a little, can you see, adding that little bit of white for some highlight there into the, you can see, now I think that just gives a really lovely textured, that's the word, it's very textured.
It is very textured indeed.
So when you were stamping out, what I forgot to mention is if you're wanting to recreate this card, so I stamped out the main pooch and then I stamped it out again so that we can cut his nose out.
Oh,
you know, decoupage the
so
little
cute.
nose.
Yeah.
So I'll pop that to one side. Now this is the one we're going to be working on. All coloured in, butterflies and everything. Again, all using Prismacolors. Then the little mouse on top.
Oh, this is so cute.
I know, I just think, I sent it to my best friend afterwards. I was like, Donna, because she's tiny. Donna, and I'm massive, and I just sent her it and I said, look, Donna, it's me and you.
You're tall, you're not massive.
Oh. So,
you're just very tall and Amazonian, and you have a beautiful figure.
Oh, thank you.
You're not massive. Yeah.
So what we're going to do is, I want to add some glitter, you know, to really make that stand out. And hopefully, I mean, honestly, the other day, my dad said to me, try to ease, because I've got a terrible habit of having no nib on my glossy accents.
Ah, right.
Because I just keep cutting it down and cutting it down. So Dad said, you know, use the heat gun on it, loosen it up. So don't do that. Don't use the heat gun on your glossy accents because it closed the nib.
Even further.
It melted it. So now I'm having to pop a pin in the top and get it going again. Right. So all we're going to do is, I love adding glossy accents to butterflies. I just think it makes them more 3D. I don't know what it is about it, but adding that little bit of gloss just really makes them stand out. And with this set as well, I tended to stamp out a lot of them in grey and have a black fine liner, you know, for the nose areas and the eyes. So, pop in glossy accents on there. And then what we're going to do is just add a little bit of glitter to the ends of those, just a sprinkle. Oh, there's a piece of paper. And I've done it the wrong way around, as I normally do.
Yeah.
Just a little bit there. Because I wanted to bring some of the deeper blue in there as well. Again, just to really make it come alive. So we're going to... I wouldn't recommend doing this way at home, but I think I can manage it. So I've just popped some dots out there. And I'm going to try and avoid the wet glossy accents with this dark blue glitter. We're going to see how it goes.
Oh,
live on TV.
Do you do that then? So you experiment, right?
Yes, yeah, I do experiment at work when you know, I can just pop it in the bin. It's a little more risky when you're live on TV, but
sometimes, like, it's funny because you know, prepping is so important, and you can bring everything. But then sometimes you think, oh, that would be a good idea, and you risk it, and sometimes it pays off, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But you do it, like, look at that. That works amazing.
Crafting, it's all about little happy accidents, isn't it?
It is.
So,
and even if they are not happy, they are learning experiences.
They're learning curves, aren't they? So I'm just going to pop this back because that will be another learning curve when the glitter's all over the desk.
Okay.
And then tiny little bit missing there out of the middles. So I'm going to add the lighter colour because that doesn't matter then, you see, if it goes on the butterflies. It just adds a bit more glitter. But doesn't everything come to life when you add some glitter to it? And then there, I'm going to go with the little dog's nose on the end. Pop that there. Look at him now with his little
That
nose.
is so cute.
And you've got to add some glossy accents to his nose because it's just got to be done. It really adds, pulls that focus right again to the middle of the face. Now I'm not covering all of it in glossy accents. I'm just sort of scribbling with it almost. And a little bit on his mouth because, you know, he might be drooling while he's sleeping. You never know. And that is your finished card.
That's so gorgeous. I love it. Thank you, Nina, for that. And now, of course, we are going to have another switcheroo. So I think Josie is going to come in, right? So perfect. Meanwhile, we have got that switching of demonstrations. I need to tell you that nearly 70% of the stock of this first item bundle has already gone. It is absolutely gorgeous. Now, it has got personality. It has got character. It has got that hand-drawn in quality to it, hand-drawn by Nina. And of course, it means that you can mix and match with other Daisy Bee designs. It is beautiful. It's big enough that will be perfect on an 8x8 card, but also it means that it will fit into smaller cards. Perfect for our, you know, kind of art journaling. Maybe you have got a dog, or maybe you're missing a dog in your life, and you want to kind of, maybe it's something that you want to get, and you kind of want to get into art journaling. I think this would be wonderful. Also thinking for little frames. And now I have got a question. Make to sell. Are we allowed to?
Yes, you are. Yep. You can. Our angel policy is you can make them to sell. We just don't resell the image.
Yeah, so you can, as long as it's a finished project, so you made something framed, that would be amazing. Can you imagine customize little frames so you can do it to send? So it could be that maybe different colors. For instance, it could be like our director has got a beautiful dog, Jazzy, and of course that could be in her colors, more of a chocolatey, dark chocolatey brown sort of colors. It could be, oh, but it's a black. Actually, you know, my color is shocking. I met her and I just got it wrong. I don't know. I just kind of thought, well, I see the world in chocolate. That's what I did. I think that explains it. But this is what I mean. Imagine having something like this framed into your walls. Imagine having something like this that you can customize it. Think about it. So, for instance, maybe a black lab. That would work. That, to me, speaks that. And now, if you want it, you can have it. Now, remember, but we are very busy. It's now limited stock. So please check out your baskets. £18.99. And remember, you are getting the wonderful whiskers as well as those sentiments in here that you can mix and match with this set as well with the others. 383646. Remember, it is limited stock. 90% already has gone. If you want yours, check out those baskets. Now, this is my favorite set. I'm not going to fake to, you know, wonder why. But I love it because this is a cat like no other with those beautiful butterflies. So again, if you have gone from the previous set, you have got the dog with the butterflies. Now you have got the cat with the butterflies. It's the elegance. Now it is approaching half the stock already gone. I mean, to me, this is my cat. This is Wasabi. Like, he cannot be bothered to do much. He's an old cat. But he kind of, every now and again, he would just look out and like kind of thinking, what's that? Oh, is that a butterfly? Oh, I see. And then this one is just like, I'm so pretty. I'm just gorgeous. And then you have got the ability, again, to bring those butterflies from the different sides. Color different ways. Again, if you want to send a card to a special person with the cat, or maybe you want to personalize it so they can frame it, this is allowed. And imagine to selling your cards as well. 866292 is your item number. £21.99 is the price. Oh, I think this one is our producer's favorite, I think, because I think this looks like her dog, Santi. By the way, Santi is a Spanish name. It comes from, yeah, I'm just saying. You can see in here, just a fact, it comes from Santiago, which is actually James, St. James. It's just kind of, Interesting fact there. And apparently he gets called Santiago when he's naughty and Santi when he's good. But you can see here how it coordinates perfectly with the cat. I love him because also again, this is kind of, I think, for instance, a Leone's dog, Dave, that could be colored with the black and grey. So that could be completely different one. Or maybe you have got a Dalmatian. What about, this is my favorite example. I mean, look at those beautiful butterflies. The pop of color. Look at the colors. Well, you could write in tiny letters the name of the dog in here. Or maybe a kind of I love you sort of message. Think about your scrapbooking. Think about personalizing it. £21.99 for this set of 3 stamps. Actually, do they come in these envelopes as well?
They do, yes. I was just going to point out we actually have had a change around. We're trying to reduce our plastic, so the stamps will now be coming in little white envelopes, which is actually fabulous because you can keep them in there as well, and they won't get like damaged by sunlight.
Yep.
Sometimes in sunlight they'll go a little bit yellow.
Well,
and they're now hidden from the sunlight.
I love that. You know, eco-friendly, the fact that you can store them, the fact that you are protecting them from the sunlight. Of course, they are photopolymer, of course they are light reactive. £21.99, that's the price, the item number 952262. And then we have got here the sanding. Now this one it's just so versatile.
Yes.
Like, you described it as all year round.
Yeah, definitely. You could even, like, even without the Christmas set, you could make it look Christmassy. Do a little red envelope. I did my sample for TV last time, was using the sending set. We're using it with the Christmas embellishments, and it's fabulous because there's so many ideas. And you can make so many different cards with just one set of stamps.
Yeah, I love the idea of, you know, that those beautiful ladies, the one with the beautiful flower, kind of almost like coming out of the envelope, like the unveiling of the, like, you know, us girls, when there's friends in our lives that they suddenly have got that kind of enlightening moment and they suddenly embrace who they are and they're coming out of, you know, that life, you know. And I think this is the envelope. It has got that kind of opening. That
Yeah, definitely. It's basically everything that you would probably send in a text message or say on a phone call. You can make a card for it now, and you can put all that you want, birthday wishes, positive thoughts, or just sending a card. You could even have it for, like, happy moving into your new home.
Oh, yes, indeed. 471842 is your item number, £24.99. And that is a really cool, I think, idea of moving into new worlds, sending into new life. That's where it works really well. Now, the first set, you know that it was a limited stock. Well, it did sell out now. Now, we are now on extended delivery. Now, that will mean that you will have, it will be dispatched from the 18th of September. It's a 2-week extended delivery. Make sure that you grabbed yours. You will have to wait a little bit longer, but of course you still will get the glorious stamps in there. Now we have got another update with this one, and that is gorgeous. This one is up, up and away. The sky is not the limit. I love that. And you raise me up. 4 stamps in total. Beautiful artwork by Nina. £21.99 is the price. 423367 is your item number. And now, Josie, you're going to do the next demo?
I am, yes. So I'm going to be working with the cat. I'll do it that way. Yeah. So I just wanted to do, this is what my cat looked like. So I'm doing a sort of little homage to him.
Oh,
so,
what's his name?
It was Dexter.
Dexter.
Yeah, so he was the sassiest cat you'd ever meet. he'd got real attitude.
Oh.
He was loved by all. He was fabulous.
Good. Yeah.
But he was really long haired, which got absolutely everywhere. So I've already stamped out my sentiments, so I'm just going to bob some paw prints in because we're going to make it look, it's going on a card, but I think it would be like a fabulous journal page as well. So I'm just going to bob my paw prints down.
We have had a lovely email from Angela that says, once again, you have brought amazing designs to us.
Oh, thank you. It's so lovely to hear. We've definitely missed doing the shows this year to meet everybody. It's definitely been a quieter year.
Yeah, it's been an interesting year, I think, for most people. That's the word to say it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and it's true that the interaction with people, I think, is what we all have missed the most.
Yeah,
like seeing
definitely.
people face to face, and it's just
I think it's the crafting industry is such a lovely environment.
Yeah.
Everybody's really friendly, and I think it's definitely we've been doing some Facebook lives and things like that, and it's still been nice to get to talk to people in that way. So we're definitely missing as shows and things. So I'm going to do my verse mark my cat at the same time because he was ginger. I'm going with I'm going to use pearl gold sparkle. It's such a lovely colour. He's just ginger. So
you know.
why not?
Yeah.
So
This morning, Wasabi, my cat, I wanted to go out, and it was, of course, 5:30 in the morning. So, and it's like, and then I was like, no, come back. I need to, keep you inside the house. He did not want to get in. I just had to grab him and.
Well, Dexter was a house cat, but at one point I thought, I could let him out, but actually he got out once and he got muck on his paws and he cried and sat in front of me till I baby wiped his feet.
Oh.
He was very precious, like he was very particular, didn't like anything out of the ordinary. He just liked to be around me and sleep.
Yeah.
That was basically it.
We have had another email, and this email says that you have done it again. And it says that this person is very proud of you, and the designs are amazing, and the drawings are amazing, and of course it's signed Mom.
Aww. Hi, Mom.
And of course, you know what? She has got all the right to be proud, not just as a mom, but as somebody who can see you grow in this amazing company into something beautiful and a little bit different. And that's not easy. And I know, to create beautiful artwork that you want to use in your cards and creations, but also offers a little bit of a different element to it. It has got that, I think, a very relatable style, but also quite striking.
Yeah, we want to be relatable. We want to bring something that, like, everybody would want in their stash. I just think it's nice to have staple pieces that can be used again and again. Yes. Right. So that's all my embossing done.
And the paws is a little hard.
Yeah, they are they're a fabulous background. You could just use one or you can use two. I think they are fabulous. So I'm just gonna go in with some colour, and I'm just colouring in my butterfly using Prismacolors. Not that one, that one. So I'm just going to blend them together a little bit so I can make the butterfly stand out.
Yeah.
Blend those together. And I'm no artist. I like wander over to Nina's desk when she's drawing. I'm like, you're going to have to go through that again so I can see what you've just done. Otherwise, I'm like, I have no idea. Yeah. So I've got some colours. Again, this is not how Nina did it, and now I wish I'd have done Nina's way, but we're fine, we're winging it. So what I did to add the colours, I just went in with big chunky lines. So not too chunky, but as they go in together, that's what colours he was. So it's nice to like make him look the same sort of colours. So just going in little bit by little bit and just adding like more bits of colour.
Just gonna give you, we have got about 15 minutes to the end of the show. Just wanted to.
Yeah, a little bit, very quickly.
And I love that. And also, I was thinking, we always think, get children to craft and things like these images are perfect as well.
Yeah, they are. I think you can use them no matter the age.
Yes.
So no matter your age or whoever you're sending it to, it does make a lovely card.
It does.
So just add a bit of yellow down here. So I would have spent more time on him, but...
No, but we get to you.
Yeah, you get the vibe. So, I've done him, so I'm just going to show you really quickly how I did the paws. So I've just got a Carbothello white pencil, not white pencil, white chalk pencil.
Okay.
And all I did was round the outside of the paws.
That's a very opaque white.
So then just add...
Oh.
So just...
Yeah.
You're just dusting it around a little bit, so it just
like
enhances the
Yeah.
paw prints.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Moving very quickly because I want you to see Nina's next demo because I think it's lovely. So that's that. I'm not going to add glitter, but I would have had glitter. But I'm just going to bob. Didn't realise, forgot my foam pads, so I'm going to borrow this if it's still... Oh, it is still blobbing.
Oh, yeah, I know the feeling. Sometimes when you have it, oh, it's flowing, I'm going to use it.
Yeah, you're like, oh God, it just needs to work. So, I'm going to bob that on there like that.
I love that.
And I would just add a little bit of glitter, but I want you to see Nina's demo.
That
so
is, yeah, no,
bob
that's
that
so
over
lovely.
the top so you can see.
Oh.
The glitter is just over the white bits on the side, what you've done. And I would just add, like on here, his face, just his white whiskers with just a white jelly roll pen. I think it really makes his face pop.
Pop. Yeah, kind of adds that dimension. Now, thank you so much, Josie. Sorry. Now, we get ready for the next demonstration. Nina is coming in. Josie that's sort of, you're getting the best of all worlds. You're getting more demonstrations and, of course, different styles. Now, I need to tell you about, of course, the wonderful whiskers and whiskers wings and sentiments. Now, this one is the one that sold out earlier. Now, it's back on extended delivery. Already 10% gone of that extended delivery. Dispatch in 2 weeks, so it will be the 18th of September, and you can create. I love the samples. They are magnificent samples because they have got this beautiful bold image, but it has got the sweetness and this character from it, with the mouse sleeping on top of each other, of the top of the dog. £18.99 is the price. 383646 is your item number. Then we have got the cat. The perfect is absolutely perfect. And of course you have got the two images of the cat and then the perfect way. You have got the gorgeous with the butterflies. I love how this one is slightly more kind of the butterflies are like flowers in his head or her head. And then of course this one is plain with that butterfly. And you can see in here how you can colorize it in any way that your cat you desire to color. I mean, you could have a couple of them, all of them looking up. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? £21.99 for the set of 3 stamps, 866-292. And then we are going to quickly have a reminder of this gorgeous stamp set. I just adore it. And you know, I think this and the cat are my favorites. So woofly, whiskers and flowers, and have a woofly birthday. I'm trying. Woofly. £21.99 is the price. And look at that once you color it. It's just fabulous. And I love the white space. I think this frame will look amazing. Now, if you want to go for it, the item number that you need to take note is 952262. Now, you might want to go for 7-day savers as well, because you have got there white cards, you have got A3 and A4, you have got those double-sided red liner tape, $9.99 for a set of 12. Now, these ones come in with a pocket. Now, these ones are the ones that you had before the birthday, but they are now back on a sock. You have got also the gorgeous Pinty Plus. I adore them. But, of course, that Papercraft Crafts super smooth cards, A4 and A3. That means that it's perfect surface to stamp on. Right. And then we had that switch around, so Nina is now here. So what are you going to show us, Nina?
I'm showing you the fabulous Flamingo.
Oh, I like that.
So, and I'm going to get straight on. Snappy. So, I'm using a bit bigger VersaFine this time rather than my tiny one. Josie just passed me this one.
It's a little bit quicker, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, just a little bit. So, I'm going to give her a good ink up. I love this one.
It is, absolutely.
She's lovely.
Yeah.
Right. And then I just wanted to do something that showed you that, yes, we do bring out extremely large stamps.
Yep.
Now you can help yourself with that. You know, if it's the pressing down and the getting an image, you can get a massage ball and run the massage ball over the back of it. You know, that helps to get a really good imprint if you're struggling with the pressure.
Yep.
But also, you know, these big stamps, yes, they look fabulous on an 8x8, but they also look really good and are so usable on a smaller card as well.
Indeed.
So I'm just going to run the heat gun. I'm not putting any embossing powder on, but I'm going to be using the Carbofellows. I'm going to smudge them with my finger. So I don't want any smudging of the ink. So I'm just going to dry that ink a little bit. There we go. So, again, this is a very, very quick one that we can just show you how easy it is to create. These, they have got a very chalky finish. They're pastel pencils.
Oh.
So all I'm doing to add a pop of colour, just running that along the lines, just here. And then we're going to go in and smudge with his fingers. Now, isn't this colour absolutely fabulous?
It is. We were saying, like, it's like that's a proper hot pink.
Yes, yeah. I'm drawn to this colour. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just going to pull that colour out. And can you see you're not spending ages and ages going backwards and forwards, you know, with your watercolours or your prismers, trying to get that nice gradient of colour. It's done.
That's just good.
There you go, look at that. And I think there's something so satisfying about seeing, look at that. It's so artistic as well.
It is.
Such a minimal effort.
Absolutely.
So dragging that little bit as well. I mean, if you're thinking, you know, you might daub it everywhere, you can. I mean, it'd look cool actually if you brought the colour out. Yeah. You know, you can let the colour fall out of the lines. You're only going to add a hue, a nice little haze to it, which looks lovely. Anyway, we're going to go with some other colours. So lovely green on the butterfly. But you'll see just how quickly this card will come together. And I think this is a lovely, lovely birthday card. Or, you know, we've just had the whole GCSEs and things like that. You know, a nice little card to say well done.
It's gorgeous.
So,
I love that. It's just beautiful. And you're showing how the artwork allows you to blend over the lines and gives that beautiful, almost no water. You know what I would say? It's very much this beautiful artwork for tattoos and things like that.
Yes, yeah, it is. Josie will tell you all about that, since she's got a couple of mine actually tattooed on her body.
Really?
Yeah, two so far. I have seen a couple more that will be making additions to my body at some point.
That's cool.
Yeah, we've had customers that have come up to me and said, you know, am I okay to have it as a tattoo? So, yes, that's fine if you want to go for it. Which is really nice, actually, that somebody likes my work that much that, you know, you're going to have it on the body forever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm just adding a little different with the blue there.
I mean, it's not different to anybody getting a tattoo from a tattoo shop, because somebody has to draw it, so therefore it's not...
Oh, no. So a little bit of peach on a beak down at the bottom, look. And again, you're just working that colour. I've run out of fingertips now, so a baby wipe would be great. And then what have we got? Oh, a little bit of yellow at the base of the butterfly. There we go. Rub that in, and I'm gonna just have a little pop of the pink there, sort of bringing it in, like it's wafting off of the wings.
Okay. I love that.
Lovely.
Yeah.
And then again, we'll just stamp out we're going to go with the happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Just stamp that out in the corner. But again, look how quick this card has come together. And the only thing we're going to add is a little bit of glitter.
And it's just a piece of white card that you have a stamp, and that's the strength of the design that says everything.
It's I do really like working with this one. So, and especially, you know, imagine if you had like a large canvas or quite a large piece of card to frame, and you reverse the stamp, so you had them both looking at each other. It'd create a bit of a love heart as well. That'd look really nice. Yeah. Where's my paper? So a little bit of glossy accents, or your dries clear on the pearls there, and I've got some just clear. Just for that little touch of sparkle.
We have got about 3 minutes till the end of the show. So
We're done. We're done.
Yeah, you're done.
We're done.
That's it.
All we've got to do is pop down there.
We have had
And
a
that is
question about the pencils you were using. Can you tell us exactly which brand it is and what exactly they are?
Okay, so these are Stabilo. I can tell you, Carbothello. Carbothello.
A Cartofel.
Yes. But they're really, really good.
Yeah,
yes.
you can see them. Yeah. Right, and now that is absolutely glorious. Thank you so much, Nina, for that beautiful demo. If you want to grab your stamps, do grab them. Do check on those baskets. Now, of course, one of the stars of the show, or if not the star of the show, is these beautiful, wonderful whiskers and wings and sentiments. Now, you are getting the 3 stamp sets, but of course, remember that this one, for instance, has got all those different sayings. Don't be fooled by the size of the packaging. The words and the images are bigger. They now come in those larger envelopes, so you can put them, keep them there. So there is no plastic. There is perfect storage as well that prevents them from having, you know, the light for the photopolymer. Look at him. Isn't that gorgeous? It's, you know, it's like kind of sleeping and dreaming of, you know, having a lovely time. And look at that. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? And of course, the sentiments that you are getting in here, you are getting sentiments like, let's have a look, best friends. When you need me, I'll be there. When you are not strong, you have got a friend in me. Best friends, treasure friend, happy birthday to you, and man's best friend. And they are absolutely glorious to create those scrapbooking pages as well. And of course, it's a full angel policy, which means that you can make it to sell. £18.99 is the price. 383646 is your item number. Then moving on to the cat. I adore him. This is just so gorgeous. And I love the fact that how you have drawn the lines, Nina, means that you can color it in a completely different way, because sometimes they do have got markings, and you know, I would like to make it sure that it's realistic.
Yes. Yeah, you've got that open space to really make it your own.
Exactly. I mean, look at that. This is a completely 2 different cats there, and you can see them here. But then you could have this one as well. I absolutely, look at her. I think it's a her, this one, because it's just like, I'm gorgeous. I'm just sitting here. And look at the butterflies. Even the butterflies love me. And you can see that if you want to go for this stamp set, £21.99 is the price. 866292 is your item number. And then we have got, of course, Waffle Verde. So I just think I just love the personality that you put them into these sentiments as well.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a fun play on words, that one, and I've really appreciated you saying waffly.
Waffle.
Yeah, and it has come across so broad Yorkshire from you as well.
You know, actually, I'm from Barnsley.
Yeah, it sounds like
you know, I'm not from Spain. 95262 is the item number. Thank you so much, Nina. Thank you so much, Josie. Are you back today?
No, that's it. That's our one and only show.
Oh, when are you back?
I'm not sure, October.
Oh, awesome. Well, do keep you, of course, in touch with Hochanda to make sure to not mess up the next Daisy B Stamps show here at Hochanda. After the break, Clarity. We are celebrating a birthday. Yanis is ready, and of course, Barbara will be joining. That was a waffly hour. Crafting with Clarity weekend is after the break. Journal accessories at 11, and then at 12, another look at the one-day special from Alan Create.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hello, I'm Barbara.
And I'm Julie.
And together we're Scarlet Rose Crafts. We're a family-run business, been in business for 2 years, and our aim is to bring new and innovative new products to the crafting industry.
We've both been involved in crafting industry for many years, and we're continuing to move forward with our new company now.
The Easy Mat Plate is our flagship product, followed by our innovative Easy Shim product.
Our range includes diamond trail plates, ultra-sized dies, cards and sticky sheets.
We're constantly developing new and unusual products, so watch this space.
On our shows, we hope to inspire you with our products so that you can carry on crafting, because our motto is, because we can.
So don't miss the Scarlet Rose Craft shows on Hochanda.
Hello, I'm Hayley, and you might have seen me presenting here at Hochanda. Well, I've always been an avid crafter behind the scenes and have been given the opportunity to share some of my favourite products with you in a monthly show called Handmade by Hayley. So I hope you'll join me, let me inspire you, and maybe you will discover a new craft in the process.
Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door and Crafts Too. I've been with Hochanda since the very beginning, and I've been crafting a lot longer than that. My crafting journey's taken me through all different types of crafting, from stamping and die cutting to colouring and inking, and loads of different things. I've been working with Crafts Too now for over 3 years, and they produce the John Next Door brand, distribute it, and make sure that everything's perfect in that. This allows me to work with the fantastic Crafts Too tools and products, as well as some of their other amazing brands such as 2J Stamps, Presscut, and the Craft Artist range of glues and consumables and inks. I really find that this partnership is extremely strong and helps me bring out the best of my products and all the other products within the Crafts Too stable and the ones that I design. So don't miss the John Next Door and Crafts Too shows on Hochanda.
Hello everybody, and a warm welcome to a very special event, and it is my absolute pleasure to not only introduce you to the Weekend Wow, but this is going to be the launch of a Clarity birthday. And can you believe this? Clarity are celebrating their 27th birthday. 27, can you believe that? I am a huge fan of Clarity and an even bigger fan of the lady behind it. I know it's a whole team, and I want to stress that. I know Clarity is a whole team, but Barbara is such a driving force behind Clarity, and we have got Barbara on the line talking to us via Skype. Hello, Barbara.
Hello, Yanis. It's so
Happy
good to have
birthday.
your company today.
Well, it's lovely to have you here. Barbara, first and foremost, happy birthday to Clarity. Did you ever envision that time when you were in California, you went into that, what was it, Barbara, what was the Santa Barbara? No,
Stampa Barbara.
Stampa Barbara, that's the one. So you went into Stampa Barbara. Did you ever think 27 years later you'd be here on Hochanda?
No, that didn't even enter my head.
Wow.
I didn't. I honestly, I just saw a shop called Stampa Barbara and I thought, oh, that sounds interesting. Santa Barbara, Santa Barbara, Stampa Barbara. So in I went, you know. Never occurred to me that 27 years later we'd be back in England on Hochanda.
Yeah.
How wonderful is that, eh?
It's incredible. Look, it is a compliment to Clarity as a company and you as a person. I really mean this because I consider you a friend here, and I've got to know you in my 4 years being Hochanda, and I definitely count you as a friend. But one thing I've noticed is, well, I mean, I'm not just saying that, but I've seen how
I know. I feel the same.
But you know what? You empower people, and you genuinely, I know this sounds a little bit soppy, but I've seen how you're always there, you always cut to the whole team, you're asking how they are, but also within the crafting community, you source talent, you nurture talent. And I've said this to you in the past, but you genuinely, it seems that you take such a buzz from helping others and getting them up to the platform that they would deserve.
I think that's what it's all about, though, isn't it, Yanis?
But
you know, there are so many talented, clever, wonderful people out there.
Yeah.
Even like the artwork that I don't know Marina Fedotova, but I love her artwork, and I can't draw like that, but she can. So why not take her beautiful artwork and bring it back out to the front?
Well, speaking of which, this is the launch of the Weekend Wow. Now, here's the thing. You're going to get the Weekend Wow. There is a mammoth saving of £23. You've got 2 flexi payments. But not only that, because it is Clarity and birthday celebration, 27 years, we are going to celebrate in style. So if you make any purchase on the show, you are going to, any of the live shows where we're celebrating the birthday event, you're going to get a birthday gift. A birthday gift, let me just show you here. Can we just spend just a couple of seconds telling us about these designer papers, because I know they're your faves. So tell us the story behind them, Barbara.
Right, so when we first started Parchment art, the groovy system, I really struggled. Being a stamper, I needed something for the background. And so I started designing these really just funky, arty papers to put behind, because traditional parchers, they concentrated a lot on the front, but they didn't really concentrate on the colour, and they just used plain red or plain green. And I thought, well, this will really make the parchment, which is translucent, sing. And so I thought, because over the weekend we've got grids, we've got groovy, we've got these Fedotova, beautiful Marina Fedotova images on Parchment, I thought, because they're so pink and beautiful and lilac, that would be perfect with these, my favourite designer papers. Wow. So they just bring the parchment to life, really, in the background.
And that is an added gift, so it's 1 per customer. Do go onto our website and see full T's and C's. Barbara, should we start discussing the Weekend Wow? Because it was selling.
I'd love to.
And we're already really busy. These are incredible. Everybody has fallen in love with these, Barbara.
Well, Marina Fedotova, absolutely spectacular. And the whole thought behind it, normally we would take beautiful artwork and we'd turn it into a groovy plate, wouldn't we? Yeah. But the thing about these is, I just didn't think that it would look right with their faces. They're so delicate and so fine. I didn't think that it would look right in white, you know, because when you emboss groovy art on parchment, it comes out white. Yeah. And exactly, so I thought, really, it would look much better if it were either black line art or coloured. And so we went to Marina Fedotova, spoke to her agent, and he said, well, both are available. And then we thought, right, because somebody had said that years ago, in fact, it was Linda, she said years ago, they used to print Marina Fedotova's images at Pergamano, but they did it on vellum, not on parchment. Oh, okay. And the thing is, it looks like parchment, but it doesn't taste like parchment, it doesn't behave like parchment, right? And so basically, you can't emboss the white work. Now, what you'll find, because we've printed you know that we can print on parchment because we've got all our designer parchment. So now we've printed these images with permission, of course, from Marina.
Yeah.
We've printed her images onto parchment, not vellum. So you can now, you've got that beautiful artwork on parchment, but you can then treat it as if you'd stamped it on there, or as if you'd done all the groovy work, and then you go straight into the white work. So I just think that they look so much more beautiful in the original format than they would. You see, so what you've got in each pack as well, you've not only got, in every pack, you've not only got colour images, you've also got the black and white.
Yeah.
So that's, for me, that's like stamping, except a lot of people, they're not stampers, and there is a skill to stamping. And if you're stamping onto parchment, there's an additional skill. So we said, well, why don't we just print them in black on parchment, and they're the loveliest artwork. When you start doing the white work, I've got one to do today, just glorious.
Oh, look,
and they're beautiful.
They are stunning pictures. I'm going to show you some samples as well, because you hit the nail on the head. It's being able to work with this in different ways, but having that imagery to play with as well. What they have is so much personality, and it's a compliment to Maria and the design. Now, we have got 3 collections in the Weekend Wow. We got the Whimsy collection, the Flower, and your Christmas. So 3 collections in that Weekend Wow. And the price, Barbara, is, I mean, that saving is phenomenal. £23 saving.
Well, the main reason that we can do that is, of course, we buy it by the ton, don't we? We buy the parchment in massive quantities to do this job.
Yeah.
And therefore, you know, you're able to... Well, you're able to celebrate your birthday in style. There you go. Wow. And the thing about those 3 sets, look at this glorious. This is one of the Whimsy ones. But you can see the embossing on. So you've got all that glorious lacework around the outside, but the image itself is just, you could just add the white work and the glitter as if you'd coloured it in and drawn it on parchment. And so traditional parchers will really, really embrace this, especially because it's on parchment, not on vellum.
And that's the thing I really want to get across, because in the past you might have seen vellum with some printed designs. You've got all the techniques, the possibilities that you enjoy. And look, if you're watching the show right now, if you're a fan of Pergamano, Groovy, you are a parcher. You've got it on parchment, which means all those techniques that you already have and you like to enjoy, so you have under your, in your arsenal to use, you can then apply, but having the images as well to set off takes it to a whole different stratosphere. This is incredible.
And you've got, in each set, for example, you've got in each set, so you've got the Christmas ones, which we've already had in stamps. Yeah. So you've got the Christmas, the Flower, and the Whimsy. Now, in each set, you've got 6 different images. So there'll be 6 little poppets. Let's just take the Whimsy set. Yeah. Or these are the Flower ones. You've got 6 different little characters. Now, of those 6, then take one of those 6 characters, and you will find that there will be 6 sheets of her. 3 will be colour and 3 will be black and white. So that means for each character within each set there are 18 sheets. Yeah. Yes. So you've got 6 and 6. Yes. Hang on. Start again.
Okay. 6 characters.
Let me just...
6 sheets
of each.
You've got
6 characters. Yeah. You've got 6 of each. That's right. So you've got 6 of each. So you've got 18 sheets of 6 characters. That's what you've got 18 characters. Oh, Barbara, go away from me and let me read it out. That's the best way to do this.
All right.
Right. So you've got 3 sets of 6 of the poppets.
We're seeing that.
Each poppet has got 6 sheets, 3 colour and 3 black and white. Then each sheet has got 3 images on it, as you can see, and they're spaced out very intelligently. Yeah. So that means that in each set you've got 18, you've got 108 individual prints per pack. 108. You've got 108.
Wow.
Yes, because you've got 18 sheets, right? Which makes, I'm sure that's right. Yeah. I mean, so you've got 18 sheets of black and white and 18 sheets of colour. That gives you 36 sheets in each pack. And then when you break down all the individual all the individual images, you've got 108 individual prints per pack.
Yeah.
So in the whole bundle, you've actually got 324.
Wow.
There you go. I needed to read it out. I couldn't memorise it.
324 images for $24.98 is your first flexi payment. And but the thing is, Barbara, it's not only having the quantity, but the images are exceptional. They're incredibly endearing. You instantly warm to them, and I think they'd fit any occasion, young or old. They're just beautiful artwork, and it is truly great artwork.
Oh, yeah. Marina Fedotova is a very, very, very well-established Russian artist.
Yeah.
And so I'm really, really privileged to be able to launch her images here on Parchment.
Well, Barbara,
and to be able to then put our spin on it, our groovy spin on it. And, yeah, it's really fantastic, isn't it?
OK, so I want to put this into context. This is the launch of the Weekend Wow. We are celebrating the fact that Clarity, and I know how many fans there are of Clarity out there, it is an absolute iconic brand in the world of crafting. Clarity are celebrating their 27th anniversary. This is the inaugural show. We're kicking off the celebrations. Remember, if you make a purchase on the live show, you're getting that birthday gift of the beautiful designer papers designed by Barbara herself. So you're going to get those papers, and they are Barb's favourites as well. Already with the Weekend Wow, and this is meant to last a full weekend, we are 10 minutes... Well, actually, I was given this information 10 minutes into the show. 10% of the stock has gone. So that gives it... Actually, now we're over 10% of the stock. We're busy, and we should be busy. This has been highly anticipated. We've got queues on our phone lines. A lot of people have been waiting for this. So if you are a Clarity, if you're a groovy fan, if you love your parchment craft, this is 100% an option to go for. Take advantage of the flexi payments, take advantage of the £23 saving, and take advantage of the birthday gift. What we're going to do now, and I can't wait for this, I'm going to turn into a viewer. I'm going to sit back with you, and we're going to let Barbara have some fun and show you how incredible these poppets are.
Thank you. And also, I wanted to show you the practical layout of them, because if you look at, let me just show you this. If we go to the folder that also comes with the bundle, what you'll see is that there are 12 very heavy-duty pockets in the folder, and so you can put all of them in here. And the way that I've done it is you've got your front divider, you've got your index, tells you, for example, the flower collection, and then what we've done is we've taken the flower collection and we've doubled them up. So you see you've got 1, 2, 4, 6, then you've got the whimsy collection, you've got your index, tells you exactly what everything is, then you've got 2 in there, 4, 6, and then you've got your Christmas collection. So they all fit beautifully in here, which is really, really cool. Now, let me show you these, for example. And when you look at a piece of A4 parchment like this, and you think, right, now, why have they put 3? It wouldn't have cost us any more money to put 6 in here, or 8. Obviously, but from a using point of view, from a crafter's point of view, that doesn't make sense, because what would you do if they were all crammed up? Would you cut them out? How would you do it? So let me just show you. We sized them. You know our nested picot dies, for example. These have been positioned. We took a long time positioning them. They come in 3 different sizes. This is an A5, and then on this side we've got a smaller one and a smaller one again. So this is on all of them. You've got these 3 sizes. And what we did was we positioned them so that you can cut them out, and they've got a really lovely outside edge. So in other words, if I was to take that now, and I can take my tag, right? I can make a really big frame on there. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. I can make it. Can you see this? Okay.
Yeah. Of course.
You will understand exactly what I'm doing. So I can make it that tight, or look, I can make it. It depends entirely what I want to do, but I've left loads of space to put outer framework around. And not only for the square one, let me just show you. I'll just put that to one side. If we take, there's the square, there's the oval picot dies, there's the round picot dies. You see they're set so beautifully. And of course I could put that one on that one. It just depends where. and then that one as well. So you've got the rectangles. They're positioned very, very intelligently so that you can maximise on the outside space. And that was something that I really wanted to point out to you.
Okay.
So, now we've done that. Sorry, Yanis, yes.
No, I was going to say that's really useful that you're showing how well they're laid out, because that's something as crafters I think we can all appreciate, having that space to then go on and use the techniques. When we're talking about being on parchment, all those techniques that really bring the image to life.
Exactly. And the other thing about this is it doesn't have to be complicated. If, for example, you are a stamper, or you don't have to be a parcher to appreciate these printed images. You can be a die cutter. You don't have to be a parcher to be able to work with these. And so I want to take you during this hour from really the simplest, like you don't need any skills, any parching skills, to a masterpiece by Linda Williams, all in 1 hour. So let me just show you, for example, what I've done here is let's take her, and she's one of the Whimsy girls. I just want to show you what I've done here.
Oh, that's nice.
And you'll see it's very easy. The way I found the outer edge is in the starter kit. Yanis, you'll be familiar with this, right? I've taken, this is just an A5. I've cut the half. When we turn it round, you'll see here, I'm working on the back. The front is the glossy side. Right? It depends entirely up to you. You know, the brighter side of the colour is on the back, but to be honest, it looks great on both sides. The images, one is just going to be more vibrant, and so let's assume that that's the front.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, if I go to the back now, and I take my
nested squares.
My nested square, thank you, Yanis, and I make an edge around the ledge. I can also, for example, this is for somebody who's absolutely new to this, let me take it now just to show you how much space we've got. Because the nested square now is inside the groovy plate mate. So, for example, if I wanted to, I could make this a bit larger. Let me just take a tumble dry sheet, it's also in there, yeah? Mm-hmm. And you can see here, just in case people are wondering what we mean by white work, I think sometimes you have to go right back to basics to show this off, don't you?
Yeah, totally.
So, for example, now I can take this groovy tool from the starter kit. There you go. I'm just attaching the artwork, and I'll take my groovy guard, and you can see I can just come to the next. I can come all the way out here, and I can add another frame around the outside. You see? And you'll see how easily you can just, the groovy guard just holds the parchment in place while I'm going along long lengths, you see? Yeah. But you can see how quickly and effectively you can create frames, and that's without die cutting anything. That's because you've got that space around the outside. Right, so now I'm just going to take a piece of the new designer card and paper that's coming on just to show you the difference. Because you said, well, why do you have these designer papers and cards? But it's all about the parchment, Yanis. That was the reason that we started it. Look, how beautiful does that look? Look, check this out. If I come in close on this camera, can you see how beautiful that background just brings it to life, doesn't it?
It really does.
But it doesn't take away from the detail, Yanis.
But it gives it that whimsical feel, sort of ethereal fantasy feel.
So let me show you another trick. So, for example, on the counter, what we also did to celebrate, we've got some new plates, which I thought, it's my handwriting again. So it's a happy birthday. We've got all the, so you can make a calendar. Look, you've got all the happy first birthday, happy second birthday, happy 10th birthday, happy. So you've got a birthday one with all the months. Yeah. Then you've got the Christmas one, happy Christmas, season's greetings. So you can personalise now. And then you've got, this is a great one, Mum, Dad, brother, etc., etc. And on that note, I wanted to say a really big thank you, not just to the team, but to my mum, my dad and my brother, because they've been there since day one, 27 years now, and they still are very active within the company, which is brilliant, isn't it?
That's nice. It is a true family business.
Yeah. It so is, it so is. But I just wanted to show you, for example, it's very much a family business. So if you're new to this, you see, I can take my parchment now, turn it over, working from the back. I can add, I'm just going to do this quickly, I can add birthday, I can go to happy, I can put it where I like, right? When I turn it over, because it's parchment and not vellum, I've got the same properties as I would have whatever I was doing on normal parchment, you see?
Yeah.
It's exactly the same parchment as when in the starter kit, the blank parchment, except it's printed. Now comes the magic bit. If I take this and I put it on a mat, a lot of you have got a pink mat. In the starter kit, you've got the black mat. Let me show you. The black mat also comes in the starter kit, and it's got the soft. Right, so if you're going to go for the starter kit, you can use the black mat to do the embossing, the white work. If you haven't got the starter kit and you just want the blue mat that's on the counter, is also soft. You can pick which mat you want to use. And I want to show you what I did here was I took a baby wipe and I just wiped out the grid. That's all. It'll just need a baby wipe to wipe out the grid so that it's not too busy. Yeah. It's good to have the grid for alignment, but you don't need the grid when you're doing white work. So now let me just show you this. Perhaps you can see I did her leg already. Can you see that, Yanis?
Yeah. Yeah. The stocking.
You can see I've already embossed the stocking, right? With like in the starter kit, we've got the number 4 tool, or we can use the Pergamano tools. It's whatever you fancy, right? These are the ball tools. But you just need an embossing tool, don't you? And then have a look at the difference between this leg and that leg. Let me just show you. If I take this camera, excuse me, and I come up tight, you can see one that I've embossed and one that I haven't. And when I turn it over like that, now you can see this one I've done a bit of white work to. Look, even down to the little bell at the bottom. This one I haven't, Yanis.
That's incredibly effective.
Now, if you look at her skirt as well, you can see it's white. If I take a piece of black card, not that I would mount it on black, but you can see where I've already done a bit of white work. You can see where it's already starting to stretch.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
It looks like it's illuminated.
This is what you build up. Yeah, but what's fabulous, what I think is so brilliant, is that you've already got the coloured image, and it hasn't got the groovy white lines around the outside. You've got that beautiful painted look. Isn't that great? So for a traditional parcher, Yanis, this is bang on. Really, absolutely what they would be interested in, always. So I can take my tool, and I need, for example, I can either use a pink mat, a blue mat, a black mat, whatever I fancy. If I'm using this mat, you see, a lot of people use a pink mat because it's more forgiving. So that means, for example, if I just add a little pressure with a ball tool here, straight away you can see it's going white. So when I turn it over, her foot's suddenly appearing. You're bringing it out of the colour, right? Now, the thing is, if you're using the white, this one, sometimes this may be a bit soft if you're a bit heavy-handed. So, if, for example, let me just grab a little poly bag. If you put like a poly bag on here, and then you emboss on top of the poly bag, what you'll find is it acts as a sort of a resist, so you won't press too hard. It's like having stabilizers on a bicycle, and then when you get used to the pressure, then you'll find you'll know then how hard to press. It's just a bit of practice, really. But look how brilliant and how quickly you can do this. So, for example, on the feathers, on the wing feathers now, if I come in like so, and I just use the largest ball tool now, you can see I can brighten this up so with layers, you know, like we usually do. So I can come in on the wings, I can come in on her hair, I can come in to the detail on, can you see this okay?
Yes.
What about if I come into this one? That might be better, hey?
Okay.
Right? So I can come in here, I can get right in on the detail. For example, on her dress, you're not going to spoil it at all. Look, I can take a smaller embossing tool, I can get right in on her. It's just ridiculously good.
Yeah.
So you can get that soft whiteness. It's as if we'd done all the embossing with our groovy plate, except the artwork's already been done for you. It's so cool to do. It's absurd. And this is for somebody who, for example, isn't a groover, isn't a parcher. Just all you need is a mat, a soft mat, and a couple of ball tools. I think there's a set on the counter, Yanis.
Of ball tools?
I think there's actually a set on the counter of the blue mat with a couple of tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll find it on the counter.
We're going to put the details on the screen. We'll put that details on the screen for you right now. So there we go. You can see it. $19.99. Great groovy parchment embossing accessory kits. You're getting your A4 craft mat, the blue mat. You're getting your 2 double-ended tools, and you're getting your eraser. 331-868, your item number.
Brilliant. That's it, Yanis. And, you know, so this is for somebody who's starting out. If you've got a soft mat and you've got a ball, a couple of different size ball tools, then you can you can add so much personality, you know, down to the finest detail. And that was really all I wanted to show you, was how it works. And then I thought we would go to a black and white one so you can see how that works. But you see how immediately, and it's got texture as well because it's embossed, it's raised like it always is. Isn't that great?
That looks fantastic. And when you start playing with the techniques you were talking about, Barbara, and this is the real difference, you have tuned in, these designs are printed onto parchment. So all the techniques you saw Barbara using, do you know, Barbara, when you're embossing, I've seen it's like a similar technique, mixed media, when I've seen you use your white gel pen to highlight, but suddenly we're doing that on the parchment with our embossing tool.
Precisely. That's exactly what it is. And because it's parchment, and I can't say this often enough, it's exactly the same technique. If you just have a little recap, I want to show you a black and white example that will just blow you away. Okay. That is the absolute dipping your toe in the water, getting started. Yeah. You know, you don't need any skills to be able to do that. You just need a soft mat and a couple of ball tools. But wait till you see what Linda's served for us. It's unbelievable.
I can't wait. I really hope you're enjoying the show as much as I am. So this is the launch of our Weekend Wow, the launch of our birthday celebrations. We are truly celebrating a big milestone in Clarity history. 27 years Clarity has been with us, and we're so happy. Clarity has been running. And I've got to tell you, with regard to the Weekend Wow, we are 28 minutes into the launch show. Now remember, this is to last until Sunday. A quarter of the stock has gone. A quarter of the stock of the Weekend Wow. Now, I need to point out something. You have got such a beautiful mix of characters. 3 individual themes. So you've got your whimsical, you've got your flower, and then you've got your Christmas. In there, in each collection, you have 6 characters. 6 sheets of each, multiple interpretations of your character. And not only that, you're going to get your folder to house your complete collection. This is included. It's not an upsell. So you've got the folder included. So you're going to put all your imagery, your design work in there to pick from to keep it safe. You're also getting your birthday gift as well. So you're going to get the birthday gift of Barbara's favourite designer papers. They're called Barbara's Fave. Just going to show you them here. So these are a birthday gift. Make any purchase during the live show. You can see full T's and C's on our website, but you're going to get multiple sheets. I'll just show you here. They're 2 designs, but you're getting multiple sheets of each. So that's one of the designs. And what Barbara has done is instantly just giving you that reference, that scene. And this is the other one. But when you start layering up the whimsical characters, all the characters, I should say, on there, I'm going to pop that down for a second. And I want to just show you some finished inspirations, because I think that's the best way to really appreciate how great these are. So let's go and look at this. Come on. Now, when you start seeing, this is by Francis Knott. Look at that. But what Barbara was saying to you, you don't need to do a lot. You've got that imagery on there. We can do a little bit of white work. We can add some glitter, and then we can embellish further with our different techniques. Or how about this? Just 2 of the characters you're going to get with the whimsical. They've got their friends in there. And when you look at the sheets, each one of the characters have their own names. They've got their own personalities. Effectively, if I pop those down, you're working with... The only way I can relate to these, it's like a beautiful imagery from a beautiful storybook. That's the kind of level of quality that you're working with. How about here? Now look. Come on, how endearing is that? So each one has their own little personality coming through. Or what about... that one's another one from Francis, and this from Maggie. Oh, Maggie. Now come on. So really bringing out all the detail here, and then going to town with the techniques that she already has there. So wonderful emboss work and cut work there. Popping that down. And then finally, we have, and I'm only showing you a few of the characters. Remember, in each collection, you're getting 6 individual characters. How about here? Let me show you this. This is our Christmas. How beautiful is that? So you're getting your characters. Now, I do want to point out, and I'm going to show this actually. So I'll just show this one here, just another character. And those, that was by Gail, and this one's by Jane. So the first one, that was by Gail. Okay, let me pop those down. I want to show you how it works. I think this is important, and I'll just very quickly break down what you're getting. So you will have, bring these across. As Barbara was saying, you're going to get multiple sheets of each. You're going to get 6 sheets of each character. You're going to get 3 coloured sheets, which you can see there. So that's all coloured out. I mean, beautiful, right? But then you're also, and this is what I love about Clarity, because they put so much thought into everything they offer, and they're always thinking about things from the crafty perspective. They've also given you the line art as well. So this one is Ping. So the character, you can see the character's name is written at the top. And now we've got the line art for Ping. So that means you get to dictate Ping's colorways. So think about the pergoliners, all the colours that you have in your stash, and exploring those colours. So you've got multiple characters coming through. We're really busy for the weekend wow, and I'm so glad we are. You are getting 3 collections in total. So we've got our whimsical, you've got your fairy, and then you've got your Christmas. Flower. So whimsical, flower, Christmas. You were getting multiple. We worked it out. Was it 300 plus images in the whole collection? Because remember, you're getting 36 sheets of each character going through, and you've got multiple. I think on each sheet you'll have like 3 images of that character. It's $24.98. We are getting the complete collection with regard to the characters, but then with the poppets, you're going to get the folder as well. So you're going to house your collection, you're going to keep it safe, and you're getting your free gift, and you're getting the £23 saving, and you're getting the flexi payment as well. This is what... You know, when we've got a birthday celebration, we go to town and we try and offer you something special. But then, with Clarity, Barbara was always going to make sure we took it to that nth degree. That is an incredible price, considering everything here that you're getting that's going to be sent to you. And we are over 25% of the stock for the weekend wow that's meant to last until Sunday. That is how busy we are. I think we're going to be heading back to Barbara for our next demonstration. Barbara, what are we going to do next?
Right, so I thought I would show you, because again, I can't impress on you enough how easy you can make this. I mean, what you were just showing us, Yanis, of masterpieces from very, very talented parchers. And I wanted to show you how, with my initial demonstration, how you could start with no skills and just get going, and also produce beautiful work, because the printed line art is there for you, the printed images. Now, what I wanted to do was show you 2 phenomenal pieces of artwork, and one is indulging. This one is by Tina, and this one is one of the colour images again. So let's take one of the colour images, and you'll see here again just the hair. It's a masterpiece, okay? But it's so easy to do, because the girl is already there. All you've got to do is get a soft mat and then add the whiteness. You see all the whiteness that's been added. Now, if I show you this here is just a little sneak peek. This is one of the diagonal grids from the 6 o'clock launch this evening. Very, very beautiful. So that's that one from Tina. And now let's take a look at this one from Linda. And this is a black and white one. And I wanted to just show you. So, you know, we were saying that this is one of the Christmas poppets. Every pack has 6 images.
Yeah.
Every image has 6 sheets, 3 black and white, 3 colour. And so this girl here, you would have 3 of this size, 3 of the slightly smaller one, and 3 of the smaller again, all in black and white as well. So I wanted to just go to this particular one, and I'm gonna say goodbye to this one for a moment, because that's going to be on the 6 o'clock show, because we're going to be interested in this outside edge. But I already showed you how to do that. It's that simple.
There is such an innocence to the imagery.
It's crazy good.
Yeah.
It's crazy good. So let's take, for example, one of the printed flat pieces. Now, I've already started doing a little bit of work on it, a little bit of white work. But I want to show you, for example, where the outside edge comes from. Because this is also, I mean, this is all Pico cut. But if you may be familiar with this particular plate, because that's where it's come from. It's one of the Linda Williams winter plates.
We love those.
So if I take, I've already started on this, but I've cut it. Okay, and then it's one of the A4 sheets. Before I even start any white work, I'm going to line it up like this. I'm going to decide where I want to place it. You see?
Yeah.
I'm going to pop it in the centre like that. I'm going to just position it. I'm not going to do all this, but I just wanted to explain to you, if you're new to this, this is how it works. So I'm working on the back, exactly the same. Right, if I can read groovy in the top right-hand corner, I'm on the embossing side.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take my number 1, I'll wipe it with a tumble dry sheet. I'll just do the top corner so you understand. In order to get this, it's that simple. I'm just going to take I could take my number 1 tool from the starter kit. Let's take the number 1 tool from the starter kit, or the number 1 tool from the from Pergamano, and I'm just going to get into the groove. And you can see, in you go, and you just work your way around, and you just start working your way around the image. And what you'll see is, as you go around, we're going to cut this out, so I don't even need to do that bit. And then that's the first thing I wanted to show you, was that you take your printed piece. It looks as if it's already been stamped on. You work your way around the outside, do that first. Right, and then, once I've done that, and I've gone all the way around, then I would take this, and then I'd start on my white work. So I'll just push this to one side, and I'll go to my pink mat. Let's say I'm going to go with my pink mat.
Yeah.
And this is all, you've got to pretend this is all embossed. Right, work with me on this.
Okay.
And now we're going to start working in layers. And the reason this looks phenomenal, let me show you. If I get up close to you now, what you'll see is, look at the white work. White work's clear, layer on layer on layer. But it's not just about the highlights, it's about the lowlights, Yanis.
Yeah.
So what you'll see is that actually what Linda's done is she's gone in here with black. See around the bottoms here, there. She's actually added shade. So it's highlights with the white and then lowlights with black pencil.
That's
that straightforward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good to see.
So it's easy to do. It's really easy. And again, if you're using the black mat or the blue mat, always use the safety net. You know, I was saying about sliding that underneath.
Yeah.
And then you can, when you're doing the white work, it will just stop you pressing too hard.
Good tip. Yeah.
And what we're going to do is start with the largest ball tool, say the number 6. And I'll come into this camera here, and you'll see you just light, gentle strokes, and you can just start working in layers. So I've already done a couple of layers, so I'll go to the next smaller ball tool, and I'll go over the same area. I'm not pressing hard, I'm just working with a smaller ball tool. And the smaller the ball tool, the whiter it will get. Okay, so you just keep going, try not to press too hard.
Right.
If you want to do these tiny little areas, you see all the little bubbles and the, let me just come in on here. If I come into this camera, you see all the little dots and dashes. Easily done. You just take a smaller ball tool.
Yeah.
So let's go to a smaller ball tool, and then you can just gently, not pressing too hard, and you'll see it will get whiter and whiter and whiter with every level. I can go right in. Let's take her hair, for example. She's got a plait. So I can take, which ball tool am I using here? 1.5. It's quite a tight one. Then I'm going into her plait, and I want to really get some detail on there. I might even go in with a tighter one, a 1, because I want to get some white work on there. And I'm working from behind, you see, and I can use, I want to get the real whiteness going through here. And in her hair, for example, just in the little strands of hair, you can get in so detailed, right?
Yeah.
When I turn this over now, let's have a look.
Oh,
and
that's
if I just go up to her, you see how bright you can make her,
It
look
looks
at her
so
little
good.
plait.
Yeah.
And it's so easy, with the pink mat especially, to go into those really tight areas. You see how white it can go?
I love that, Barbara.
Now, for example, I do too. I think it looks so pretty. And then what you can do is, once you've done all the white work, then what you want to do, let's go to the next level, right? You can just keep, if you wanted to do her stola, for example, the way to do that is to work on a soft mat, and what you're going to do is use a 1 needle tool. So you can use a 1 needle fine or a 1 needle bold. I'm going to use a 1 needle bold only because I haven't got a 1 needle fine here.
Yeah.
That's all right though. And I just want to show you how you're going to do that is you turn over, and on the back, to do the stola, to get that kind of furry, hairy look, like not hairy, she hasn't got a hairy collar on. Look, she's got a beautiful look. You
Furry,
see?
yeah.
It's material. So let's do this on her little feet, down the bottom, so you see what I'm talking about. And what I'm going to do is take my 1 needle bold, and I'm going to make little, from the behind, I'll work from behind on a soft mat, and I'm going to just make little scratches on the back. And the scratches, when you turn it over, let me just do a few to show you, and we'll just go, you can hear it scratching.
Yeah.
And you're just going to scratch, scratch, scratch. And mine's quite a lot bolder than Linda's, but I need to do that bolder for the TV. Let me just show you so that you can see it. And then I'll show you how, when you turn it over, let's see what I've done. Yeah, so if you go up tight, you can see how I've made the little rim round the top of her boots. See how I've made it all furry? So that's just using a 1 needle tool, a sharp implement, on the back, on a soft mat, on a pink mat. And then the only other thing that I wanted to show you, if we go back to Linda's work, right, there's a little flash of colour, and the only place that she's added any colour is on her little boots. And then also she's used black pencil to create this depth around here, which is what makes the whiteness stand out so well. So to do that, what I want to do though, I want to take away, now I need to take away my pink mat, because I need a hard surface now to do the colouring. Okay. I'm going to use my pergoliners, which are our Pergamano pencils. I'm going to use the B pencils, and I just want the red and the black. That's all I need. If you've got polychromos, they work beautifully as well, of course. And then what we're going to do is, again, we'll work on the back, and we're going to add shade. Right. So if I work on the back, let's just get some shadow in there. See if we can come in here. That might show you better. Right, so we're going to add a little bit of colour through here.
Yeah.
And then when I turn this over, you'll see, let's get a bit of shadow going here. So what I'm doing now is I'm going into the coat, and I'm flicking black into the white. The white will prevail, Yanis.
Yeah.
The white will prevail. even if I go over with black, what I'm doing is I'm creating a little bit of shadow there.
Yeah, you can see
You'll
that.
see.
Yeah.
And because I'm going in on the back, I can be quite, I can press quite hard. And the other thing is, if I put too much down and I don't like it, I can either rub it out with an eraser pencil, or I can dorse it. I can take Dorso oil and remove it.
Yeah.
That works well too. But you'll see, let's just get some, let's just put a little bit of black in her dress. And you don't have to, you see how it just straight away it comes out beautifully. Right, let's do her foot. Let's do her red foot so you understand. I'll just add a bit of, again, we're working on the back, so I can just do solid red booty. Let's have a look. I'm going to press quite hard. When I turn it over, I've got a bright red boot. Yeah. If I want that to be brighter, I've got choices. I can go in from the front. Now this is where your parchment comes into play, because if this were white work, then I'd struggle to colour in on the front. Watch the difference. Because it's black, I haven't got to worry about spoiling the white. So I can go in and look how red, and that's how, now I'm cooking with gas. Look how, let's go to this camera, and you can see how bright I can make her shoe, because I can use colour on the front as well of these black images.
Lovely. Barbara, would it be okay if we had a very quick recap? Only because we've got to give an update. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I think I've explained as much as I can about this beautiful piece of artwork. Yeah. You know, and so if you just take one more look at it, you'll see, and then really pretty much I'm done. This is also mounted on our clarity coated stock, the black glossy stock. So when you come back, the only thing I'd still like to show you is how to use the perga glitter.
Yeah, we'll definitely do that. I'll be quick. Oh wait, I've got to tell you, we are now approaching that. Oh, in the time it took me to deliver this, we were approaching 30% of the stock. We are now at 30% of the stock. For the weekend wow, the stock that's meant to last until Sunday, you are getting the complete collection of poppets from Clarity, Pergamano. They are the most beautiful characters. You've got your whimsical collection, you've got your flower, and you've got your Christmas. Let me just show you something, because I think a picture says 1,000 words. So this is the flower collection, okay? Now, because I want to get back to Barbara, I won't show you them all. I'm just going to go through the flower collection. These are the characters. Remember, you're getting multiple sheets of each. How endearing are the images, though? I mean, there is a real innocence there. Beautiful, beautiful colours coming through as well. This next one is going to be one I think is going to be featured at 6 o'clock. Fall in love with this image. Now, come on. Look at that. It's a kind of imagery you'd expect to find in a beautiful illustrated book. There is such a charm and innocence. The colours are exquisite. Each one of the characters, the puppets, this is Petal, has their own character, and you'll see their names, so just the name up there to identify them. Okay, so there's another one. I'm going to be quick here, but I think it's worth seeing the characters, because this, to me, this is what makes the puppets so special, is that you're getting something wonderfully unique on parchment as well. So just think about all the techniques Barbara's been sharing with you, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. So if you want to send a card or do a little work of art for the home, working on incorporating some embossed white work, adding some cut detail. So that is Petunia. And then a couple more to show. But considering this is... Okay, got to be quick. There we go. One more, and then I'll just literally look there. Let me pop that down, and then I'll show you the last one. Here we go. So you get an idea of the quality of the design work, and it's really important to get that across, because this is unique design work that you're getting in the complete collection. All three. With the Weekend Wow, you're getting all three collections. So whimsical, you're getting your flower, and you're getting your Christmas. You're getting your folder to store the collection in. So you are getting that folder, And not only that, you're going to get the designer papers, Barb's fave, as your birthday gift. It is one per customer. Do have a look at full T's and C's on our website. We are over 30% of the stock for the weekend wow. We are busy, so do not miss out. You're saving £23. $24.98 today. You are getting everything. The folder, all 3 collections, and the birthday gift. 641-236, your item number. Will it last a full weekend? Oh, I don't know. Something else that's proven very popular, the plate trio. Now, this is brand new. A quarter of the stock's gone here. I love the fact that all of a sudden we can really personalise now our work. So adding those names. So is it a great-grandmother in there? Is it a sister? Is it a brother? You've got the numbers on the mix too and the sentiments. $19.97 price, saving £4, 280768. We've also got Linda's plates, which Barbara was working with. Got so much time for Linda, an exceptional artist, and bringing some beautiful designs. $15.98 your price there for the 2 plates you are getting. Linda Williams Winter Children, 155070. Okay, so Barbara, and she is on Skype at the moment. Barbara, you're just going to show us glitter. We've got enough time to do that.
Yes, and also, before I forget, I would really like to thank Linda Williams, Tina Cox, Glynis, Josie, and all the design team, you know, Sheila Bradley. I mean, they make us look so good. Their artwork is so phenomenal, you know, and Paul and I, we just present at the front of house, but believe you me, there's an army of phenomenal talent behind us. So I just wanted to show you just a quick, when you look at Linda's work, her work is always beautifully delicate. Let's just go in here and look at the glitter. If I just, you'll just see that there's just glitter catching there, that you can see it beautifully now, can't you?
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you how to apply glitter.
Okay.
Once you're happy with your white work and you've done all your colouring, the very last thing you're going to do is apply glitter. So what I'm using here, I'll turn it to the camera so I don't spill it. It's called sticky ink.
Right.
Right? And the sticky ink comes with a mapping pen.
Yes.
So I'm going to pop it in my look, Glynis's husband, Peter made that. Isn't that fabulous? Look. So what I'm going to do now is just a little holder. Isn't that clever? Mm-hmm. And so what we'll do is we'll just dip our, well, let me see if I can see it. There you go. Let's come from the top so you can see what I'm doing. Right, so you're going to dip in there. I'm using a little bit just to get it started. And then I'm just going to add, I've already done a little bit. The fabulous thing about sticky ink, what I love about it is, it stays sticky until I put something to it. So I did some before while you were talking, Yanis.
Yeah.
And now it's already dried a little bit. Right. But it doesn't mean that it won't take it hasn't dried and it's set and it won't take the glitter. That's the brilliant part. Wherever I've added, it will stay sticky until I add the glitter. So I just want to show you so that we don't run out of time. If I take You've got
2 minutes, Barbara.
Glitter.
We've got 2 minutes.
Ah, perfect. 6 different little pots of fantastic glitter. If you're going to dive in for these poppets, treat yourself to this glitter. Let me just take a hint of pink, for example. There's a hint of pink, a hint of blue, a hint of silver, a hint of gold. There's all different hints. Okay. Yeah. And what I'm going to do now is just, because it's anti-static and iridescent, what it does is it's super, super fine. And so it will just, you watch, because it's anti-static, it only sticks where I've put it. And if I show you up close, you'll see it hasn't gone anywhere except where I put glue.
That's magical.
Or sticky ink.
That works so well.
Isn't that beautiful?
Very effective.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
So gorgeous. And it stayed sticky everywhere where I put it. So there you go.
Barbara, thank you so much. I've really enjoyed it. And again, happy birthday to the whole team. I think Clarity, phenomenal company, and it really is. And I know how many fans you have out there. Speaking of which, should we give a mention to Clarity Worldwide and Groovy Worldwide, and also your blog, Barbara? How can we follow your blog?
barbaragrayblog.com, and also the Shack Shack. The Shack Shack has been a phenomenal community builder, and I know that a lot of people from the Shack Shack, safe, happy and creative, every day, Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock, we all get together and we doodle. This morning we were doing eagles. We met at 9 because of the show here. Yeah, the Clarity community and Clarity Worldwide on Facebook, Groovy Worldwide on Facebook. We don't just sell you a product. There's a whole army of crafters and people ready to embrace and welcome you and help you, and that's the key, isn't it, Yanis?
Sorry to cut you off. Time's beating us. Barbara, thank you so much. A third of the stock has gone of the weekend. Wow, you're an absolute star, Barbara. Barbara will be back with another show later on, so don't miss it. So, coming up next, we have got our journal accessories. After that, the one-day special returns with All and Create. And then we have Silhouette Portrait 3. Lots to enjoy here at Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Lou from Studio Light. Studio Light has been around for about 40 years now. They're based in the Netherlands. It's a family-run business with a great heritage. The products that Studio Light bring us are very diverse, fantastic dyes, great papers, but all round on trend. Over the 40 years Studio Light have evolved. They listen to me, the demonstrator, and you, the customers, and really take our ideas on board. On the Hochanda shows, we'll share with you the diverse techniques and products will inspire you to produce your own individual pieces of artwork. So make sure you don't miss the Studio Light shows on Hochanda.
Hi, my name is Catherine Sturrock and I work in collaboration with FMM. FMM creates some wonderful cake decorating cutters. We've brought them to Hochanda and used them with air dry clay to create some beautiful flowers, leaves and other florals. We use them then to decorate various products such as laser cut designs, mixed media, card making and many other items. So join me on Hochanda and let me guide you through the process of putting together various flowers such as roses, peonies and lots more besides.
Hi, I'm Pat.
And Mark.
From Totally Patched. We're a family-based business here in Shropshire. We've been established for about 20 years.
All of our kits come pre-cut, meaning all the fabric is cut for the actual people who want to make the items, whether they be cushions, bags, quilts or anything else you want to cast your creative memory or mind into.
Most of the kits we produce we design ourselves. The design process is usually inspired by the fabric itself. We only use great quality fabrics, 100% cottons.
So, whether you're a beginner or an experienced sewer or quilter, we hope we've got something for all of you.
Make sure you come and watch us on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Hayley. Join me for some amazing Fabric Freedom shows. Fabric Freedom design all their fabrics here in the UK and they design them with quilters in mind, so they're really good at picking out those unidirectional prints, really nice and small prints so you can work on smaller patchwork projects, and paste prints as well, which is one of their signature fabrics. They do lots more fabrics besides quilting cottons, so tune in to the Fabric Freedom shows here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Ali Reeve. I'm from the company Stamps Away. Stamps Away is a family-run company with my husband and I. We create all things crafty, especially with a passion for mixed media. At Stamps Away we create a lot of MDF products because we have laser cutters and router cutters. We also create our own stencils and masks. We try and make everything we can in-house so that you've got all the materials you need to create your projects. If you're watching a show with me on Hochanda, you'll expect to see lots of different techniques, lots of ways of using the products that we produce, and it's all very much mixed media, so pretty much anything goes. So I hope you won't miss the shows on Hochanda with Stamps Away.
Well, hello there. How are you doing? Now, we have got a fabulous hour ahead. We had a 7 o'clock show as well, Bronzel, and of course demonstrated by the wonderful Lou Sims. Hello, Lou.
Hello.
Now, we were incredibly busy, weren't we?
I know. I'm not surprised. They are fantastic pens.
They are fun. They are beautiful colours, but also the prices.
They're great if you've not tried fine liners before or even brush tips before. Yeah, it's perfect. Perfect, you know, to give it a go and have a play.
Absolutely. Now, one of the things we were talking before the show, and is, you know, I am a crafter, like you know, probably you are watching at home, and I do have watercolor markers, but I don't have fine nibs, you know, fine liners in an array of color. Now, the first one that we are looking at is the Bronzel set of 72 fine liner brush pens. Now, this was incredibly busy at 7 a.m. 60% of the stock has already gone. You know, why do you think, Lou, that people went for this one?
Well, you've got every colour under the rainbow.
Indeed.
Which I think is good. Also, if you like to colour, you know, light colours, medium, dark, as we were talking before, you have got at least 3 different types of blends there straight away. You've got the fine liner in the matching brush, which is absolutely perfect. So if you no lines colouring, you could actually do your doodles in the fine liner and colour with the brush. The same as if you were doing your fancy handwriting. You could do the outline and then colour with the brush. I love the shape. I like the fact that the brush end is slightly thicker than the fine end, so you know which end is which. It's
fine
triangular.
Liner, wider is for the brush.
Yeah, it doesn't roll off the table.
Absolutely.
And it actually feels really, really lovely in the hand. And as I said to you, one of the silly things for me is knowing that the lid from the fine liner can sit in the brush.
Both of them.
Both of them.
You know, it's such a satisfying thing. And I think, and I keep mentioning it, but as a crafters and as people, you know, it's all about enjoyment from the moment that you open the tin.
Oh, and the tin, the graphics on the tin.
Oh, let me show you.
Do you want to? I've got. If I pass you my blank one, is that
Oh
easier?
yeah, that would be actually better. Yeah, before I knocked everything. So this is a 10 close up. I mean, 72 fine liner brush pens, water based. You have got inspiration already. Think about maybe you have gone for the one-day special. Those beautiful uncreated stamps. Think about how to color them, and that's a very good. You know, I kind of think in the one-day special. Alan created stamps, they have got such a fine detail. Traditional brush markers will be a little bit difficult to get into the points with the fine liners.
Also, sometimes our colouring, I'm a very selfish colourer, I colour how I visually like things. But if you wanted to add your little bit of shading, you could colour flat, you know, just colour as is, and then use the fine liners and go in and add little bits of detail where you want it slightly darker, slightly lighter, or even, you know, like when you see the people do those beautiful flicking strokes on the hair.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, you've got enough colours there.
And take them out like you are doing.
Oh,
so that's fabulous.
Nice and easy.
Nice. Look, the other thing you were mentioning as well, that you are getting greys, but not just cool greys, you are getting warm greys as well.
Which I love the fact that sometimes when you want to add a shadow, black is too dark.
Too harsh.
And we've got a mixture of greys there that, you know, you can actually, you've got nice light greys there. So you can get from lighter to darker or vice versa. But then there's also that pen there I was telling you about. I think
yes!
Is it in the top for you? On the top,
no, that one
top,
here.
right to the end.
Yeah.
That one there. It is the most softest grey taupe colour, and it's brilliant for the brush, you know, for highlighting. So if you were doing your lettering, you could actually have that going down one side as a really nice subtle,
yeah,
or a
shadow.
subtle highlight.
Oh, that's fabulous. Now, that's very nice. Now, look at the price. Now, you have got a flexi-buy option. Today, if you're a Freedom member, you could pay just £22.48. If you're not a Freedom member, you add on top of that the PMP. But you know what? Become a Freedom member because it makes sense. You don't pay PMP on any. And now it's £5.97 only per month, so it makes sense to join it. One-off payment, £44.95. Of course, you know, you're saving £15. And by the way, of course, it is a standard dispatch because it comes from the Netherlands. So dispatch from the 16th of September, 37277. Now, you know, here at Hochanda, one of the things that I'm very proud of is we cater for all sorts of budgets. Sometimes some of us have got a more limited budget for this month, but you still want to have the beautiful array of colors. Well, this one is exactly the same product in terms of fine line and brush set, but here we are getting 48 pence for £24.95 with a £7 saving. So we have got basically the same product, don't we?
We have exactly the same product, so exactly the same features that we've been talking about before, which is that beautiful shape, all the colours, and a slightly less of a colour palette.
Yeah.
But we've still got one or two greys in there. I know I keep harping on about grey.
Oh, but that's
we've got
important.
that lovely colour that I was talking about right at the front there, that beautiful soft taupe.
Yeah.
We've got some pastels in there, so you've got the beautiful pastel pinks, pastel yellows, greens and blues. So you've got a full range, you know, to go from your light to your dark.
And you also get some neon sort of colours, that beautiful yellow, orange, blue, so kind of adding those highlights.
Neon is great for adding that little pop, as we were saying this morning. When you think something's a little bit too dark, you can add just a little bit of a little bit more. Also, I mean, that brush pen, if that for a highlighter.
It's fabulous. Now, it's funny because I'm like you, like at the beginning with neons, I wasn't like neons, why do we need? And then they become such a useful brighteners, you know, to bring light into the project.
Yeah, and mixing a neon like with a metallic as well takes it to a totally different look as well. But they do that. I think they add depth to a colour.
Yeah.
They don't necessarily. You think they're going to lighten it or make it look punchy, but it doesn't. It can add a real depth to a colour.
Indeed, you can. £24.95 is the price. It's a full price for the 48 pence. That's not a flexi-buy option. No, that is the one-off payment. You're saving £7. 326286 is your item number. Now, you might be like me. You have got brush pens already, but you want to have a beautiful rainbow of fine liners. Just fine liners, we have got them for you. 36 in this scent bundle. You're also getting neons as well. You can see there. Pastels. You're getting 6 neons, 6 pastels, I believe, in this one, and then 12 beautiful colours. Look at the price, £14.95.
I know. I just love the idea that you've got highlighters in that fine tip as well.
Shall we talk about it? We are back to school season. £14.95. Maybe you have got somebody who has got started, secondary school. Maybe are going to go to start a new, university degree or something like that, and you want something that celebrates that. What about treating them for £14.95?
And it's beautiful, or even like we were talking about Christmas. I know that's a long way off, but it's a fantastic selection there.
Unfortunately, it's not that way off.
No, I'm trying to convince myself that it is. But you've got a full range again, or a slightly smaller colour palette, but you've got enough there that you could if you were cross-hatching and overlaying colours, you would get all the depth as well.
And I'm gonna say it, if you are thinking of a present for a friend or something like that, chances if they are crafters, they might have watercolor pens, but the likelihood is they don't have fine liner sets, especially on that beautiful array. The versatility and the amount of times I have got, I think I have got about a black, a brown, and a red, and a blue, and a green. That's it.
Yeah, the basics.
I have got basic colours. I don't have pastels. I don't have neons. And even if you have got the repeated of the essentials, they are essentials for reasons because you keep using them. But you want to have those dots.
Oh, definitely. I just love yeah, like you say, the total array to teach spelling was actually to tell the children, you know, if an 8-letter word, go and get 8 different pens and write each letter in a different colour.
That's a good one. Yeah.
So they're thinking about each colour with each letter, and you're not learning your spelling.
Yeah,
and
well, it is, I know, it is. It's got very clever colours and letters. Now, 60% of the stock has already gone. Grab yours by checking out those baskets. 771480 is your item number. £14.95 with a £4 saving. Now, this is a bumper bundle. Maybe you are new to Brunsell, or maybe you are not new and you just wanted to have kind of a staple. Here you have got notebooks, you have got the liner notebook, you have got the Sakura notebook in here, you have got the mini liners, which is the version like the previous one, but just a smaller version.
Yeah, they're just slightly smaller.
Those ones.
Yeah.
And then we have got the brush ones with the fine liner brush pens in here as well, so the double-ended as well. So you have got that. And once. So you have got all this collection, and the beautiful thing is this is like kind of almost like a taster pack, because you're also getting the pastel neons, which are phenomenal, and then you are getting 2 of the neons, pastel highlighters, 2 highlighters neon, if that makes sense. Sorry, I didn't verbalize it correctly. £34 and £25 is the price for this bundle. £7 saving. 991847 is the item number. And that notebook, I love the Sakura notebook.
The Sakura notebook is lovely. I mean, it's got a lovely pocket at the back, which you can hold absolutely loads and loads and loads and loads.
You could put a stamp set as well, like kind of, you know, when you're...
Well, my one has that in it, and stencils and lots of other things in it. But you've got the elastic, obviously, is wonderful. But the image you've got on the front there, cut it down and you've got like a bookmark, a page mark.
Absolutely.
Because you've got the fold that goes round the actual front cover, so you can actually fold that round your page as well.
Yeah, it's wonderful. 991847 is the item number. Now, we are going to a pick a mix option here with the fine liners and brush pens. There is 6 options to choose from. You select whichever 3 of them you wanted. All 6 are different. And you have got here the city, kind of inspired by Tokyo, inspired by Amsterdam, inspired by New York, inspired by Marrakesh. You have got also by Venice and Rio de Janeiro. And I love the words, and I love the colours. It's just bright. I'm going to show you exactly which colours you are getting. Again, it's the brush fine liner. So you have got one end the brush and the other one the fine liner. Love, I have to say, Rio de Janeiro, Amsterdam and Venice. So you have got the lights, darks, and then you have got the pastels in there.
Well, I think it'd be Rio de Janeiro, Venice and Marrakesh for me.
Marrakesh is the kind of, you know, deserts, and well, it's not quite a desert, but kind of the earthy tones of the beautiful city. 893382 is your item number. £11 and 85 for what it works out at 24 markers in there. £3 saving as well. 893882. Sorry, I'll say it again. 893382 is the item number. Now, fine liners. Now, here you are getting all 4 packs, and you are getting 6 highlighter or fine liners in each of them. So you are getting in total 24 in there. Now, beautiful bright colors in here. Now, if you wanted to go for this set, maybe you saw the bigger set, the one of the 36, but you couldn't. This kind of thinking, I want to go for the small set. £9 and 95 is the price. Remember, this is just fine liners, but they are glorious colors. I love the pastels. 026405. And then we have got the set of 24 fine liners. These ones are the ones that have got you can see them here. So you have got the basic sets, but then a little bit more, because you are getting also grays, you are getting the yellows, and you can see that this is the one that we are talking about, the 24 in here. 615697 is your item number. 995 is the price, saving £3 for 24. And this is a lovely present. If you know somebody that loves the stationery and you don't know what to get them, this would be fabulous, because there's always use for it. Now, let's jump ahead to the website, because we can see exactly what we have got, including that phenomenal 72 set of fine liner brush pens set. It is phenomenal. Remember that actually one flexi payment today is £22.48. Now the set of 36 is actually £24.95. So you are actually paying less today for twice the amount of pen. No, not twice. Is it twice? No, not quite twice. But almost twice, you know, almost maths. I mean, you are getting an extra 24 pence in the 72 sets. Yeah, less maths than me. They're never. But colour and Lou is a perfect match.
Oh, I do love colour, and I do love a bit of doodling as well. This is using a bit of absolutely everything that's on the show today. So I've got obviously this is the 24 fine liners. Yeah. So I've used them, and I've used them to do all my writing, all my doodling, and then obviously the brush markers. Yep. So we can go into there. I've gone around the outside, and you've got such a lovely fine, you know, fine detail. So you can go as thick as you want. The highlighters, I do love the highlighters as well, because they add a bit of punch. And then this is my swatch page, and this was the brush pens that you were showing and fine liner. Yeah. So that's the New York edition. So rather than do a traditional swatch, it is nice to create your own own doodles using the actual colour. So that's Rio de Janeiro that you were talking about. I love that. And it's a fun way of doing it, but you've actually got a colour swatch, so you know straight away what's in those 6 packs. And I would do that probably with all the others, but I just did those ones first, sort of thing. So, and then I was going to, and then that's in the bigger book that we've got on. That's that big book. That's lovely. That's me stroking it.
Oh, it's just gorgeous. And I love the elastic band. The elastic is at an angle. Because it's just a little bit different, isn't it?
It is, sort of, and it just holds everything in place for you, sort of thing. And it's you get so many pages in the book as well.
It is. 160. All right, so I love that.
So this is the other size book we've got in the bigger bundle, and this is using the Venice edition. So that is like New York, and that was Rio de Janeiro. But this is another way of doing a colour swatch. Right. So this is actually the Venice edition that we were looking at from the 6 fine liners. So it's a different way. I just like different ways of doing swatches, sort of thing. I do, you know, the swatch. But this page here is all done with highlighters. So that's all the different highlighters we've got on the show. And I've overlapped the 2 colours together to get a little bit more of a deeper orange. So like put the pink and the pastel together, makes that beautiful, beautiful shade. And then this morning I started a page, didn't I, that didn't quite finish, but I have finished doodling on it now. It's not quite finished because I think I would do the border around here. But this, we were using the 72 and the 24 together, just to show, you know, everything. You can get so much detail just from a little bit of doodling.
I love that. That's incredible. And you know, when you look at the skull, the flower skull, and you see all those dots, the detail, that's why the fine liner is so amazing.
Oh, it is. It's brilliant. And I've used the highlighter here. That's the pink. You know, just to bring a little bit of something different to the flowers. And why not?
We have had a question from Sue, I believe, about is the same ink on the fine liners as in the brush? Yeah.
Yes, exactly the same.
Okay, so perfect. So you can mix and match.
You can mix and match. And as I was saying to you, doing the no-line colouring, you could actually go around the outside with your fine line and then colour with the brush. Even, I can't do brush lettering, I am learning, but I could draw out my letters in the fine liner and then cheat, I suppose, for want of a different way, sort of thing. But one of the other things I did do this morning, I made a start on here, and I just wanted to show you the difference between, that is using the brush pens to create. With the fine liners, but that is just the 24 set of fine liners, and that's all I've done is just doodle some flowers and just added a little bit of lines, and that was from the 24 set, and I've only used 3 of the colours.
Wow.
And then I've drawn, obviously I finish off and carry, you know, the circle round. So there's lots of different ways, as you were saying, depending on what your budget is, your fine liners can create as much detail as a brush pen can as well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does, absolutely.
Right, okay. I have doodled out pages because you don't need to see me doodle.
They're water-based, straight away onto paper. We don't have to worry about the ink seeping through or anything like that.
No.
Look at that. Nothing.
I mean, obviously, if you're going to sit there and go over and over and over, it's a bit like
But you
any
wouldn't
piece
do
of
that
paper or
with-
card, you'll start to make it go all bobbly and horribly. But no.
No, that's beautiful. Yeah.
Sort of thing. So that was just that's just to show you that you can use the fine liners to create a little piece of something. You don't have to have the brush.
Yeah. So can you show us a little bit of that no line colouring that you were saying?
Yeah, which is what this is here, isn't it, sort of thing?
Yeah.
So let me just. I've got pens everywhere, which is not such a bad thing. But you know,
it's
when
a
you
beautiful
just go.
thing.
So if you wanted to do you want to do no line colouring with the brush, or do you want to do?
That sounds,
Okay,
yeah.
right. Let's pick some colours. Ooh, what colours haven't I used? Let's go for oranges, because I haven't really used oranges. It's not my go-to colour.
Oh no, it's definitely not mine either.
I'm trying really hard to pick colours. Purple's my other not go-to colour either.
It's funny because sometimes, like, I find that purples are very, like, a lot of people are fans of purple, and it's one of those ones that I love the colour, but I don't like to use it as much.
No, I don't, and I don't know why. Considering blue is my favourite colour, and you get blue purples, it just seems a little bit bizarre, doesn't it, sort of thing? So, obviously, I'm going to take the lids off.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put my lids to one side rather than stack them on there. So the same colour I've got this end is the same colour I've got that end. You hardly need to put any pressure on the brush. So if I'm going to draw around what I've just done, my doodle, and this flower, all I've done is in my head envisaged hearts when I did the doodle. So then I can add some more detail in.
Right.
So it's breaking things down into the basic shapes, isn't it? And then trying to think how you can use them to help you with your doodling. So you can see it doesn't take long. I mean, beautiful colour, and I've gone for quite a light orange actually.
And if
I wasn't
you go
brave
for,
enough for the deep orange.
If you go for the 72 set of colours, you have got, I don't know, like 5 different oranges to choose from.
Oh, let's have a count. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you've got like a red, a burnt orangey one as well.
You have got like 4 reds, and then you have got about 6, 8. You have got 13 pinks, and then you have got about 5 yellows, 9 greens. You have got about 10 blues. There is just so much, and you know, when I'm looking at them, it's these colours I want to use immediately.
Oh.
Even the oranges, like we were saying that we are not a fan of.
No.
You were drawn to them because they're beautiful oranges.
They are, and I think when you have a full colour palette, there's actually probably no reason not to use them. Does that make sense as well?
Absolutely. Now, also, what you are doing now, I'm just thinking, again, I'm referring to the one-day special because I love all uncreated stamps. Stamp them onto a lighter colour and then highlight with colour different areas.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Well, now, we are over 70% of the stock of this phenomenal bundle. £44.95 for 72 fine liner and brush pen. Remember, it works out at 62 pence per pen, but it works out at £22.48 today if you flexify it, and then in a month's time you pay the remainder of that. It's a fabulous bundle.
Right, so I just want to put that bit there of a petal that I've just seen.
Yeah.
You know when you just go, I've just seen that. So I'm just doing the brush.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm not doing much more colour than where I've put down, you know, my initial lines.
That is absolutely gorgeous.
So it's, and I've just stuck to one colour at the moment. Sorry, I would normally move my book around, but this book is too big to move around. But you don't have to put hardly any pressure on the brush stroke, the brush pen to pick up a little bit of colour. So if I bring in, I can now bring in, if I want to bring in a little bit of the yellow on top.
I see. I love that.
So I can just add a little bit more. Now, as I said, I am quite a selfish colourer because I colour how I like, not necessarily how someone else wants to see it. I'm very envious of people's colouring skills.
Why? You're amazing.
Oh, when you see the people that they can colour and they put all those, you know, the folds in a dress that doesn't have any folds and things like that, I just sit there and go, oh.
But the thing is, I find it with colouring, I kind of, in a way, I understand what you're saying, because I am the same. I feel like, but I feel that with colour and colouring, it's an artistic expression. So whichever is your style and whatever comes easy to you, you kind of, that's what you should be doing. You shouldn't force yourself to do any style that is not natural to you.
No, just do what you like. And as you said, stamping is a great way of starting exploring colour, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to add a little bit of shade.
Well, I have to say that showing how the fine liners and the brush pen work together is phenomenal. 80%, please do check out your baskets. We are incredibly busy. Remember, you have got a £15 saving, you have got a FlexiBuy option to spread the cost, and you could be having this amazing 72 beautiful fine liner pen. So bring in the detail with the fine liner, bring in the brush stroke, the wide brush strokes, the artistic expression with all 72 beautiful colours.
And we've got so many different colours there. I mean, I've stuck to just the yellows and the oranges. You could add a little bit of brown into the centre. You know, we could do... Let's try and find a nice... I don't want an orange. Ooh, so many colours. You know when you go, ooh. So I could bring...
Oh, I like that.
The brown in. But then you could leave it like that, and that creates it that way. But if we wanted to... I won't use the brush. Let's use the fine liner part.
Oh.
I could add...
See, that's so cool. Yeah.
And just some simple dots, because all I'm doing, and all my colouring has been on this flower, is lines.
Yep.
I haven't actually coloured per se, as it were. So a bit like you were saying, don't be scared, you know, just have a play. And that was just, you know, that's just using and leaving it that way as well. But in the 72 set, we've got a highlighter one. So that now means we've got a highlighter as a brush, haven't we?
Exactly.
So if I wanted to add a little bit more of... I
like that,
you know, where I want it a little bit lighter,
and it's not
I can go over.
It's a neon, but it's not a highlighted neon, because the way that you brushed it through.
Yes. I'm not... no, it's not like if I was highlighting a whole word or a whole sentence sort of thing. But it's a great way just to add a little bit of a pop. But as we were saying, something, it's a bit like with our paints, isn't it, sort of thing? So it's just...
I love them. I have to say, I'm so impressed. And in a way, I always have a lot of fine liners, but I kind of always thought fine liners were more stationary, more for every day. You are showing how creative they, you know, the possibilities that they bring with them.
They are. I mean, I've just got used to using the fine liner, you know, to draw with first. But, and I've only just got one green here, and how many did we say there was? 8 or something?
9 greens.
Oh.
But also, I'm kind of thinking with the greens, well, with these markers, they are water-based. So it means that, for instance, I have got other water-based markers, so I could use them in combination. It's not, never is redundant. It's always mixing and matching.
There's always, always mix and match, yes, definitely. I haven't had a chance to play properly with pulling them out with water yet, but as they're a water-reactive ink in here, I think they would work absolutely beautifully on the right surface, obviously. So, I mean, I haven't done anything. Let's have a look. Let's do a leaf here. So I'm not doing... So don't be scared of doodling and adding, you know, bits of pieces to your work, because I'm not doing I'm not thinking about light, dark, or whatever, or anything like that. I've just picked one green, and then I'm just adding the details of the leaf one side. Now, if you've missed bits here, this is where the fine liner comes in. You can actually go over your detail. And then if I wanted to, I could make the leaf even
Yeah.
fancier.
Do a little line.
So you know, you can do... Now I've done that one, I've got to do its pear, sorry.
Yeah.
So you can, you know, you can do it in lots of different ways. So I love the fact that you can go between the two, I must admit. And you're hardly any pressure needed on the brush. It's lovely, and it gets right into the tip. So saying to you, I'm learning to brush letter right, but I haven't quite mastered the art of when to let the brush go to the thin part. Yeah. So all my letters look really thick, but I'm getting there.
Like it. No, well, it doesn't matter.
No.
Like, you know, like, we do craft, we do ours because we enjoy the process, and it's just like whichever feels natural. I mean, look at those leaves, how the pen glides through.
Oh, it's...
And now...
And I'm not pressing down hard either to get the colour out, because sometimes you think with fine liners they're too fine. Does that make sense? And that you think you've got to go over your line a couple of times, and I don't have to at all. I'm just... Oh, it's lovely.
Oh, sorry, I just made a mess. Typical Paula, you know, anyway. Right, so I'm gonna, we had a question from Sue again. Now, her question is, she wants to see the nibs of the fine liners. Now, you can see the fine liner on its own. This is the green one, so you can see this one. So that's the nib. And then this one is the one that comes with the brush liner. So they are slightly different, aren't they?
Yeah, I think one is 0.4 and one is 0.5. It's very, very slight, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I've got green here. Let's hold on. So this is a fine liner there, and that comes in the 24 set. And this is the fine liner with the brush. So there's not much difference.
No.
It's very, very, very slight.
It's very slight, but
very, very
if
slight.
you wanted to have the whole shebang, then you could go and you wouldn't have exactly repeated. However, obviously that's for a bigger budget, so if you can go for both.
Both will be... You don't need to put a lot of pressure on them, so you can get, you know, really fine lines. The other thing you can do with any fine liner is, if you write, so you've got your pressure on the side, you can create a little bit of a thicker line that way as well. But, as I said, I'm hardly putting any pressure on at all.
This, for somebody who loves their happy planners, this is, like, the fine liners are perfect.
Oh, they are. I'm just going to grab, just to show you. Let's grab the black, just to show we can see the difference, because obviously I've been using the 72 set. Now, I'm in love with this stencil, sorry. I'm going to use it. I use stencils. I know I've doodled here, but I use stencils a lot. So if you don't feel like you can doodle, think of your stencils, and I'll do that in the next demo. But just to show, so I'm going to go...
Oh, I see. Yep.
Around here. Oh.
Look at that. Now,
so you can see there's not much difference in the size. That black line, those lines were drawn with the 72 set, and that was drawn with the fine liner set. So there's not actually, you know, that much difference at all. And if I don't put too much pressure on, you can get as fine as you want. So I'm going to have to work down this way, sorry.
Oh, that's lovely.
So I could carry on that way. So if I'm going to do the third one here.
Right, look, when you're doing that, I'll remind everybody of what we have got for you. Now, the 72 set of the Bronzel pens, now approaching limited stock. It is a phenomenal bundle. It is the whole rainbow. It's beautiful brush markers that have got that kind of fine nib at the one end as well. The fact that it's ergonomic, the fact that it doesn't roll off the table, the fact that you can put the cap on either end, the fact that you can mix and match it, it's water-based as well. Now, the fact that you have got a flexi-buy option, you could get all 72 pens with that beautiful tin. Let me grab the tin as well because you can see it. All that fit nicely and neatly for £44.95, or if you want to spread it into 2 interest-free payments of £22.48, 72 two beautiful colors. And it's the fact that you are getting the same color on the brush tip on the fine liner. Now, it is now limited stock, which means that 90% of the stock has already gone. If you do not want to miss out in this amazing, beautiful, full rainbow of colors, you need to check out your baskets. 372777 is your item number. Now, you may be thinking, well, I want a smaller collection, maybe just my budget is a little bit more restrictive this month. We have got catered for you as well. £24.95 is the one-off payment for these phenomenal pens. It's the same pens, but you have got a slightly smaller range of them. You have 48 pens, 326. 286 is your item number. Remember that you have got in here the beautiful, pens in here. Now, you have got that kind of brush in here. Gorgeous. You still have got some neons in here. You have got pastels, you have got intense, you have got the more muted colors. You are also getting grays, the warmer tones as well as the cooler grays as well in here. They are absolutely stunning. Now, because they are based in Holland, you have got a little bit of extended delivery. Dispatch date from the 16th of September. 326286 is your item number. And of course, you have got a saving of £7. Now, the only difference between this one and the previous one is the amount of pens and colors, of course, that you are getting. So it depends on your budget. Whatever your budget allows, I would go for that. That would be my judgment. And also the thing is, you might be like me and you have got a lot of, markers and things like that. But do you have fine liner pens in every single beautiful hue of the colors? I don't. And this is why I'm very enamored of this set, because it's 36 fine liners and you are getting neons in here, which I have never seen neons in fine liner pens. You are getting the gorgeous deeper hues, beautiful pastels, 6 of them. You are getting the grays as well, the browns. Now think about it. You may have, like I do, brush markers maybe. But if you want to do that fine liner, you want to stamp onto grade and then highlight certain colors. You want to have the oranges and the yellows. Now, it is incredibly busy, and I'm not surprised. 3/4 of the stock has already gone. If you want yours, look at the price, £14.95. And look, the gorgeous, incredible tin in here with that inspiration, a kind of a guideline on how to color in what you can create. I just think it's inspirational. Also makes a perfect present. Maybe you are watching and thinking, you know what, I'm thinking, one of my best friends, Leonie, has got every single product under the sun. Has she got fine liners? No, she hasn't. And I know for a fact, last time I watched her, I think on Tuesday, she was prepping. I was thinking, she was literally saying, I remember now, say, I don't have fine liners to go into the tiny detail. She was prepping for Jane Davenport. She's on holiday. If you're watching, Leonie, get in your, checking out your baskets, because we are busy. But that is the thing. Sometimes we look at pens and we're thinking, I have got pens. But we want the right tool for the right job, don't we? And this is what Bronzell delivers you. Now, maybe you want to have a mixed bundle. Maybe you want to try different products. Maybe this is for you, because you are getting the brush liners with the fine tips in here. So you are getting 24 of them. Beautiful array colors with the grays as well. Then you are getting the fine liners, the mini ones, the mini versions. Again, a taster pack. But of course, enough colors, enough of the rainbow in there. I'm going to change that because that's kind of driving me a little bit crazy. That one in there, there it is. That's a little bit more. Yeah, perfect. Anyway, sorry about that. And then you have got the highlighters here, but they are highlighters in pastel. You are getting 4 of them, and then you are getting 2 of the neon, the yellow and the green, and these ones are traditional highlighters. Even if you're a crafter, you can do with highlighters. Sometimes we all need them in our life, looking at paperwork and things like that, or just having it by the notepad, by the telephone, and then you can just do around 991, 847. We including those notebooks, the lined ones and the secure one, £34.25 with that saving of £7. You know that 72 set now technically is gone, which means that if you have it in your baskets and you check out your baskets, you will get them for, of course, that first lot. Now, of course, please do check out your baskets if you do not want to miss out. Now, maybe you want to go for the sketchbook, the large one that, of course, Lou was using. Now, this is a phenomenal one. It is 21 by 29 centimeters, so just to have a rough idea, it's just under an A4. It's slightly smaller. You are getting 160 sheets in